Hello. How's it going? Chats, game and challenges. Hello. Let's wait for a few more people to jump on.
Narcosis!
Hello. Nice to meet you. Not seen you in ages.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
You played with a mastic yet?
I don't even know how to use that, honestly.
What they tell you to do? They tell you to put it in, mix it up with the. They tell you to put it in, like put it into like the packet, add the amount of water they set, and mix it up to a paste, and then freeze it, and then you can break a bit off what you want.
Okay.
But I don't do that. I just get a little bit of powder in a tub, add like 1 or 2 drops of water, mix it up into a paste, and just use it that way.
And you just mix it like up with like food or something, or what?
Or you can mix it with what you want, but I just use it in itself, just the mastic. And it's literally put a bit of paste in, a bit of powder, and 1 drop of water. And then start mixing it up till it's like a nice thick paste. But it needs to be thick. It needs to be thick. If you put too much water in, it'll turn like piss, and you don't want it like that.
All right.
Woody, what is in the house?
Sounds good. I'll be right back. The wife's cooking, so be right back.
No worries. Woody, jump in the chat. This is Norman. Hello. I've just been looking around for someone doing a live stream and no one was doing one. I've actually texted everyone to see who was doing one and no one's got back to me. So I threw one up. But no one's doing one. So, and I've been on the phone for 3 hours. So what we're all doing. Come on, Woody. Jump in. Need someone to talk to. Donald's Reef. Hello. If I didn't say hello already, how are we all doing? See, last night we was up here till 4. Who's that?
Paulie.
Woody.
Hello.
How are we doing? How's your new job? How's your new job?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's all right. Same old. How you been?
Good, you?
Yeah. Not bad, mate. Just back on night, so a little bit tired.
Well, that's the one, isn't it? Like, we was up till silly o'clock.
Yeah, so I'll see. Who was live streaming last night? I see. Rico, wasn't it?
What time at?
Oh, early in the morning.
That was me.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
I see a bit of it while I was at work sitting there.
Yeah.
Getting paid to look at live streams.
Where I was up 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it was about that, yeah.
I see that. I think it's just throwing a stream up. CJ.
Yeah, CJ.
It says quick live stream, so I'm going to leave this on.
Yeah,
I'm not closing it down to set it back up again. That's just silly. But all the time.
What was that?
Absolutely, it's sod all. I've only just turned this on, so. Oh, nothing. What was I going to say? I could do with speaking to SYT. I know that he had a problem.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Well, I got him in touch with someone for a coral, and I think it turned up dead.
Nice.
The lad was pretty hesitant to sending it, in this weather.
Yeah.
It's been cold, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible.
He don't like sending corals in this weather, and he knew that. And I think it's the eyes on the coral are still alive, so it will kick back in. It will come back. But it's one of them where I think he sent him another one out anyway.
Yeah. What was it? Chelsea?
No, it was one of them day ones. Can't even think. You know what? For life, I can't even. Let me see if I can find it. Do you know what? I think it begins with D.
D.
Did you get a notification, Woody?
Yeah, I did, mate. Yeah.
Right, yeah, I know. Sometimes it take about 15 minutes to get the notifications. Or if you didn't press the bell, the ding ding, you won't get it.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago it come through.
Yeah, there we go. Tell you what, my subs are flying up.
Yeah, I noticed that. Well done, mate.
That's because everyone keeps blowing smoke up my ass. That's what it is.
I think Michael helped out on that, didn't he? He put it up on his latest video and all that.
Yeah, I went to his house, didn't I? I'm like, Michael, I need 1,000. Not a problem.
Yeah, look, 9:15.
9:15.
9:15.
Who was that?
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
Today's my birthday. I just turned 30. So everybody, make sure you go out and subscribe me because I just turned 30. And I'll show you guys my nano tank and the nano challenge.
Well, happy birthday. And I'm 30. I'm 37 this year.
Ah, you're old.
You know, I'm older than Seymour. You know what I mean? I thought he was older than me.
You're older than Seymour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got my Innovative Marine 25 Lagoon today.
Ooh.
This thing is nice. It's a lot bigger than it looked in the pictures, honestly.
So here is my nano tank right here. I'm going to show you right now.
I'm thinking of changing mine, I know, from a SPS to a softy. You know, because it's small.
Changing your regular tank?
We can see your nostrils.
It is. There it is, guys. This is my nano tank.
Freaking nano.
Yeah, that's my nano right there. I mean, that.
That looks good, man.
There's my nano tank right there.
You're doing all right with your SPS in there, aren't you?
20
See,
gallons.
now that'd peck my head, and it'll peck me head something rotten. You've got probes inside the main display. Now that makes me twitch.
Well, here's my thing. I'd rather have them in the main display instead of having them in the sump. Because if something happens and they're in the sump, and the temperature is 83 in my tank and it's 78 in my sump, then whose fault is it when things die and croak over? You know what I mean?
The probe.
Yeah, Neptune's fault.
Just blame
Human
Neptune.
error.
Sue him.
Human error is putting them anywhere other than where you actually want to know the exact temperature of what's going on.
That's why sumps was invented.
I want to go to the fish store and get my RODI, but I don't feel like driving. And I only have 10 gallons of it here.
And how much do you need?
25.
Trust me, the hobby is full of that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, you got to.
Yeah.
That's why I've got an RO unit.
Yeah, that's my next buy. Well, that and a Radeon. I think I'm going to put a Radeon over this.
See, I was lucky with my RO unit because I used to go out to the LFS and get my water. And a company that makes them said, we're going to send you one. I'm like, what for? They said, nothing. I'm like, what have I got to do? They said, nothing. I'm like, all right then.
They just sent you one.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
So on one hand, you got Radeon. On the other hand, you got an RODI unit. I think RODI unit would definitely be my next purchase.
Well, I'm not going to have a light because I'm borrowing this one from my friend, so I have to buy the light.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I got the AI Prime. I mean, it's okay, but I don't think it would do well over 24 by 24 tank.
It'll definitely suffice until you can get a better light, but I would get the RO unit first because that's what is going to be a essential piece to your reef tank.
Yeah, I'll get it eventually. I'm okay with paying the 5 cents a gallon for RO for now.
How much?
How many?
5.
So
5
how many
cents a gallon.
tanks?
Yeah.
So how many yellow tanks can you guys count?
How many? 1, 2. Hang on.
3.
Is that a yellow tank or is that It's stopped. What's going on there?
Your tank's gone.
I know it's broke.
None.
I want to know if that's one of them fake yellow tanks, what they call them.
So I got some
Yes, Rob.
aquascape construction, and this stuff is not setting for some reason. I have no idea why. It's been on for like 5 minutes, and it's not set. So I'm
Well, how
wondering
long
if
does it say? How long does it say it takes?
it didn't say. It doesn't say on the box or the instructions.
It's like when you buy that Milliput though. That takes ages to set. It's still always soft for a while.
Oh, really? So I'll give
Yeah.
it like a half hour. If it's not set by then, maybe I'll take it off and re-roll it or put it in the microwave. It said to put some of it in the microwave, but I didn't do that. It said for help getting it softer. But yeah, I haven't been doing the live streams. I finally went back to work. I'm getting 60 hours a week overtime, and oh man, it's a lot to keep up with. You just
I
come
bet
home
it's
and
doing 60.
what'd you say?
So doing 60 hours is a lot of hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if I was getting $40 an hour, I would be doing 60 hours.
You said $5?
40.
Oh,
What's the minimum wage in your state?
well, I'm a carpenter.
Oh, you
So-
get loads. You get loads of money.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm at 20 an hour, but after 4 years, I'll get 47. So I'm waiting for it. That's what I'll be getting a new tank build at year 4.
That's it. 60 hours, a lot of hours to work, though. You got a wife?
No.
You're all right then. Trust me, you won't be working 60 hours when you got a wife. She won't let you. See that though, my wife's working 60 hours this week.
Yeah.
She's a critical care nurse.
That's what my girlfriend. Well, not critical care, but she's going to be a baby nurse. What's it called?
Pediatric.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. So she's gonna be making good money. I'll be making good money. That's all you need is money.
Or you get her to earn good money, and then you get her to pay for your hobby.
That's when I'll finally.
Not be doing 60 hours a week.
Yeah. I'll finally be satisfied then.
Woody, how many hours do you do? You just 12 hours, don't you?
I've still got to work my rotor out, but it only works out about 36.
Yeah. It's about the average in the UK, though, isn't it? 36, 37 hours.
Yeah. I get a lot of days off, though.
I get a lot of days off. I'm a postman.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been a postman. I was at university, and then I knackered my knee up and got told to become a postman, so I did. But, hey, yo. I want to do what Woody does. He gets loads of money for going on live streams. Could do that. I could live with that.
Come and work with me, mate, if you want.
Sod all jobs up here.
Yeah, you might have to do a bit of travelling if you want to come work with me, though.
Oh yeah, just 4 hours there, 4 hours back a day, minimum. And the rest actually, yeah, about 4.5 hours or something.
Yeah.
Cheaper on a train.
Yeah.
Well, quicker on a train, not cheaper. Unless you're booking in advance, you can get it for £1. Nah, of course, this is gone. Crap form.
Can't believe he's only 30.
I
He's had
thought
a hard paper round, isn't he?
yeah, busy paper round.
Cool, bloody hell.
You know what? The Americans, you do seem older. You know, looking at you.
Definitely look older than what they are, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm 25.
You're 25 and you look like a Subaru.
The back end of a Subaru.
Yeah.
No, I probably look 25.
You'll have to judge that. Put your camera on, show me and Woody. Me and Woody will judge that.
Yeah, we're being judged. I got told I looked 22 the other day.
How old do I look? Right, let's have a look. Here's me, right? So there's me. How old do I look? How old do I look?
At least 4.
Cheeky bitch. I don't look 36, do I?
You're close to it.
Oh, well, that's good because I am.
But you Justin Timberlake look going, ain't you?
Yeah,
That's the one.
I'll give you that.
It's me, my fluffy dressing gown I got for Christmas. Well, it is.
You do love a dressing gown, don't you?
I tell you what, I honestly, I walk around me in shorts. That's it. You're lucky I've got this on. 'Cause I'm sweating my bollocks off in it. I wear shorts all the time. At work, I wear shorts. Do you know what I mean?
Work.
Yeah, all year round in snow and everything. I just wear shorts all the time. When I wear trousers, I feel like I'm enclosed. I should be a naturist. Is that what they call them?
That's it, yeah.
Big Michael's again today.
Yeah, I see the picture on Instagram. Any reason you went there?
Might be.
Secret. Wait for the next
Well, I can't say anything. He does a lot of updates and that, doesn't he? So if he wants to show stuff off and I tell people what he's got, I can't do it.
Oh, he bought more coral.
Well, I'm not telling you. Not telling you, but some nice stuff. But that's for him to say, not me. Yeah, Michael, are you listening? No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
I'm going to go shop tomorrow as it goes.
See, I don't want any more coral in my tank. I know it sounds stupid. So no, I don't pay for it. I get it all for free. You know what I mean?
I'll be getting as much as possible then.
Yeah, but it's one of them. I'm not gonna. I said I'm gonna from shops. I do. The last lot. In fact, it's the last. No, I did. I got it off free. I'm lying. Yeah, I did. I got it off free. Got more coming for free now. Hello, Ed. Do you want the link, Ed? You coming in? You got a dodgy mic still? Yeah, I got loads of Zollies. I think the last lot I got 2 heads given to me from the shop, and that was 50 quid for 2 heads. So 25 quid a head. Can't remember what they're called. I've got the top somewhere. I'll tell you what they're called. Oh no, Vampires in Drag.
Vampires in Drag.
Google it. Vampires in Drag.
1 minute, let's have a look.
Proper coral. Just make sure you put Zora at the side of it, otherwise you're going to get vampires dressed in drag. And your history won't go good there. Look at that. Not many people on the stream, and I've got a thumbs down. It winds me up, that.
4 thumbs up.
Yeah, but can you see a thumb down?
Yeah, 1 thumb down as well.
You know what I mean? So
5 thumbs up there.
if you're in there and you put your thumbs down, suck on these plums.
I'm looking at these now. They're nice.
Do you know what I mean? They are nice, aren't they?
Yeah, €35 a head on this.
There you go. Composing drag.
Very nice.
I don't know if my mic is working. Hear me?
You right, Ed?
You hear me or not?
I can hear you, but it sounds like you're talking to a cup. You know when you was a kid and you used to tie a cup and you got the rope and you got the cup at the other end? And when you used to go, do you know, down it? And at the other end you could hear it. You sound like that.
Yeah, the microphone on my camera is shit.
If you stand back away from the mic, you might be able to hear it. Try now.
I'll talk now, see? It's just a shitty camera.
That sounds all right.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah.
All right. Check this out. Check out these assholes. Think they're about to get fed.
See, that looks good. What's it? Is that a Clarkie?
Yeah.
I had 2 of them, me. I used to have them in my quarantine tank, but there was like permanent fish for the quarantine tank.
I just added him about 2 weeks ago.
They get very nasty, can't they?
I don't know. Can I? I don't know. Never
Yeah,
had
they
one.
usually get very, very territorial. Like all of it's theirs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aussie Dan's in. Hello, Aussie Dan.
What's that?
Aussie Dan's in the house. I say, as soon as CJ shuts his down, I think everyone will start rolling over. What's that there? That thin fish? Fire? Is that a firefish? What is it? Oh, it's a bunny.
Yeah.
They're nice fish. They're all happy together, aren't they?
He's cool looking.
So how's your system? Is your system all right? It all settled down again?
Yeah, everything's pretty good, man. I'm trying to tune the emergency overflow, so I'm leaking a little bit right now, but I'm trying to get the sound quiet, so I'm just tweaking this.
Yeah, just make sure, if you got your emergency overflow, just make sure it's floating down, just trickling down a little bit, and it stops it gurgling.
Because if you come up here, it's pretty quiet now.
Yeah. If it dribbles down that little bit, like a lot of people think the emergency overflow the water should be lower than it. But if it's not, if it's just trickling over, you don't get the gargling. But if it's not there, you get the gargling from the other one, you see. It does my nutting when it kicks in.
This guy always hangs out by the glass.
See, I might get myself a little goby or something. But I just don't like my tank getting dirty. You know, when I'm picking the shit up and throwing it everywhere.
This guy doesn't do anything. He just sits there all day.
You're right, Craiger. See that? I don't like fish that do that. Do you know that don't move? Just sit there all day.
Right. I think he needs a pistol shrimp to hang out with him.
What wrasse have you got? Have you got any wrasse?
Just that red fairy wrasse.
Yeah, see, that one will be all right. They don't usually attack stuff. Hello, Bob. Yeah, they don't usually attack stuff, so they're usually all right. But I think it'd be good to get a few.
I do want to get more fish for this system, but I spent so much money on reefing in the last year. I think
you've got enough fish in there. I think it looks nice with the fish you've got in there.
Yeah.
It's nothing worse than an overstocked tank where you think, I need more. People think it looks nice. I think it looks stupid. Because when fish look happy and they're swimming without smashing into other fish.
Yeah.
Now, there was a channel I watched the other day, and it was absolutely it was a fresh water, and it was absolutely rammed with fish. And I mean, and it was unfair. Honestly, it was unfair. It was absolutely rammed with fish. Yeah, he said, thank Craiger. Is that the nano?
Oh yeah, that's my Red Sea.
See, I've seen one of them, right? I seen one of them nano Red Seas, and it was just covered in softies, and it looked absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I'm going for pretty much. I don't want to say mixed, but more soft than anything. I got a lot of Zoas in there. I got the GSP. I got the Duncan. I did put a Monty at the top just to see how it does.
Have you got a wave maker in that?
Yeah, I got.
I didn't think you needed a wave maker in them.
I did it because, in case I ever lose power, I lose power a lot in my neighborhood. So the MP10 is on a backup battery that runs for
Got you.
3 days.
Is it not on? Is it not on? Is it only on if the power goes?
It's on. It's on a low setting.
Right, got you. Steve's in the house. How you doing?
I wish I
Big
could.
times here?
This is as close as my cable lets me get. See my computer. As close as it lets me get.
Got you.
And then here's the Rico's Nano Challenge tank that I did.
You see, my missus would not allow that.
So now I got 3 tanks in this fucking room.
I've just got another sub. Whoop, whoop.
This is the Ocean Revive that DC Reefer gave me.
You see, I've got the nano. It's a small acrylic 15-litre nano, and it's absolutely shite. Right? I'm not even joking. When I say shite, I mean it's absolutely shite.
Well, my shit too. Look.
I
mean, my shit too. Look, I'm leaking. I don't know if you could see it. I don't know where it's leaking from, but there's a small drip somewhere.
We'll get silicon in it.
I can only blame myself, you know.
Yeah, my nano that I've got, it seems to have. When I got, obviously, honestly, it's acrylic, so it's smooth. It's crystal clear, but it seems to have like microscopic pits in it. You know, within the silicon. So the Miracle Mud, obviously, the powder that was on the Miracle Mud seems to have got into the pits, and you can't clean it. So it just looks like it's got streaky within the glass, or within the acrylic. So it's 100% shite. So I might do a video to say how shite TMC Reef nano tanks are. And there you go. You're a bit crackly there, Ed.
Yeah, it's because I got away from the mic. Mic's built into the stupid microphone. Camera.
How's it going, Steve? I'll put the link there for you, Steve, so you can copy the link, because Steve's the daddy of my channel, because he always looks out for me. And Woody's always there in the background, so when you go, Woody!
Yes, mate.
See, he's always there. It's quiet until you shout him. Are you doing the nano challenge, Woody?
Nah, I was gonna, mate, because of this new job. I know I won't have the time to do it, really.
Yeah. You know what? I thought I had all the time in the world, and I have got all the time in the world to look after the nano, and I can't be asked. I just can't. I don't know, because it's upstairs.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting to top it up with RO. So I went up today. I was like, that's too much. Yeah.
I was the same. I had the same little tank about 7 years ago in my bedroom, and I looked after it for a couple of weeks and then just got bored of it. Put in my house.
Yeah. I might even stick it on the thing for sale. Just sell it.
Yeah.
Sell it for 80 quid. What I paid for it. Sell it for it. With the fish, with the coral that's in it, and with not with the light, 'cause it's a £200 light, but with the light that come with it.
Yeah.
Because it's shite. It's terrible.
You know what, dude?
Put it on your Facebook group.
I most probably will.
Yeah.
Sell it as an all-in-one. Here we go. He wants his 80 quid. Boom.
Someone
Take it.
take it.
I'll even give him a scrubber with it and everything. A tank cleaner. Not like they can clean it because it's shit, innit?
I kind of feel like quitting the Bacon Ale challenge already. I spent a lot of money on it.
Ed, your mic's a bit shy. Just bang your camera or something to get the mic kicking in again.
Sorry, dude, I'm trying. Cost a lot of money to run the stupid challenge, though. I kind of want to quit already.
That's it. It's like there's no challenge. It seems a good thing when everyone was doing it, and it didn't look like it had cost much, but it does cost a lot of money. Vicky Seymour, hello, Vicky. How are you doing? Where's my dogs? But Ed spent a few hundred already. Do you know what I mean? It's not cheap. It's not a cheap thing. And if you think about it now, if he's got a leak and he's got to sort that out, how much more is it going to cost?
Exactly. It does matter. You think because it's small, it's going to be a lot cheaper, but it don't end up that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Cruises.
You're doing the thingy as well. You're doing the challenge. You're going to get competitive, and you're going to want it to be the best to win the challenge. Yeah. You're just going to throw money at it.
So the thing is, I think the good thing is, I think some people like me, I've not spent a lot. I've spent about £100 I've spent, and I've got a reef tank set up. Now, for some people, having a reef tank for £100, who can do that?
Yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
right if you're in the hobby because you always got spare bits lying about.
Yeah. Well, I've not paid for all my corals and that. Recourse here. Really? What does that mean? Really? I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah. I've set a reef tank up for £100, but it's not about me saying it. It's about just maintaining it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I keep forgetting about it. I just keep forgetting about it completely. Completely forgetting about it.
That's the best. But sometimes that's the best, way that you know what you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? You leave it for a while, but you know that you're maintaining it to certain parameters, and then you just come back to it anyways. Do you know what I'm saying? Give it some time to settle out, especially being that a lot of them are so new. You know, they're still going through some cycling, little cycles, short cycles, whatever you want to call it. Even though you might have, bacteria introduced into it, such as ATM or Fritz or, whatever, those quick cycling bacteria, there's still what we call mini cycles that happen, especially with the new system. So, yeah, it gives it time to actually settle out sometimes, and instead of always knee-jerk reacting to say, oh, what's my calcium at, what's my alkalinity at? Well, you don't have that much corals to start off with. Why would you expect your utilization to skyrocket?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gives you a little bit of time to relax.
Yeah.
Almost. Hey, 2 more days, my tank would have crashed, man.
What do you mean?
I checked my alkalinity. Look, I was a day and a half, maybe 2 days without my CO2. And it dropped all the way to 8.4, all the way from almost 10. I had a drop of over a DKH during that time.
That's fine. That's fine. The normalization for DKH, especially for alkalinity, is around 8.2.
Yeah, but the drop is what I was worried about. That drop wasn't gonna stop.
Oh, it wasn't?
No,
I think so. I think it normalizes.
It
always normalizes.
Man. It makes me nervous, man.
DJ, right?
Yeah. I got my.
DJ,
I'm hooking my.
There's a lot of things with the hobby that people go, oh my God, I saw that I started bubbling and I noticed that my pH started rising. Is it going to keep on rising forever? No, it's not. It's going to stop when the friggin' alkalinity is met.
Right.
You're not going to get a pH of about 11 or 12 just from bubbling.
Right.
Unless your alkalinity is way the hell off. And with your case, your alkalinity, your DKH is pretty much on the spot. You know, you're running natural seawater at roughly around 8.4, 8.5, 8.6 DKH. It's once again, it's a range. It's not a point.
Yeah.
And everybody keeps on fixating on what levels do I need instead of, you know, is everything in balance? Am I right, Rico?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, you need the balance. You need to know that everything is in balance. You don't have to start hunting for points and
Okay.
lines.
I understand that, but I tell you what, I got serious concerns that if I ever go without CO2 on this tank once it's fully stocked, that I'm gonna have some problems. I'm definitely gonna have some problems.
You'll be fine.
I guarantee you that you'll be fine until you actually start friggin' tipping. And the point of tipping is where you actually see your calcium levels will rise sky high, your magnesium levels will rise sky high, and your alkalinity is all the way down at 3. You know what I'm saying?
When that happens, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you'll see that kind of teeter-totter. You're not going to see, oh, well, my alkalinity dropped to 8.4. All of, you know, my calcium, magnesium are still good. You'll see a complete flip of your friggin' of your levels.
Yeah.
That's why we say if you're going to be monitor your alkalinity, you know, because that, you know, would also tell you whether or not you need to monitor your magnesium. And if your alkalinity is low, that's typically the first sign that you have an instability. That's one of the reasons why people keep on saying, well, I only check my alkalinity. But then once I see that my alkalinity is hurting, then start checking my other levels. It doesn't just mean that all I do is check my alkalinity, period.
Right.
Yeah.
My alkalinity tells me whether or not there's something else wrong with it.
Yeah, it's a great indicator, but I'll tell you what, it still was a little alarming to me though. I mean, I'm glad to hear that it would have balanced out, but I was like, man, I looked at my Apex graph and I put that in there. I was like, Jesus, it was like a nose dive.
Yeah, but did you also check your other levels too?
No, I didn't. I haven't. Yeah, I haven't.
That should have been your first thing. As soon as you saw the freaking alkalinity drop, you always check to see whether or not your magnesium dropped. That's one of the first things in reefing that Lang taught me, that freaking Mike Coletta taught me, is if you see your freaking alkalinity, just take a freaking sudden dip, take a sample, measure your freaking magnesium, measure your freaking calcium, make sure that nothing else has changed.
I think that's one of the elements that people always pass by magnesium. They check the KH, check the calcium, but they always seem to bypass the magnesium.
That's because they're new and they wasn't around when we couldn't balance anything, and we didn't realize how important that magnesium was key into keeping those parameters. New people don't understand. The old timers know exactly how important it is now.
Absolutely. You remember how long it took? Rico? And I know that I could ask you this. You know how long it took to freaking measure magnesium back in the day? Freaking 15 to 25 minutes. 15 to 25 minutes of freaking titration.
There's still a couple celebrates and stuff out there.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I
15
think
to 25 minutes to try to freaking react to something that, you know.
Well, Cruz,
was, you know,
I think part of the reason I didn't just automatically start checking everything was because I felt like I understood why this happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I had a little alk drop. I'm hook the calcium reactor back up, keep an eye on my calc, my alk, and then if it didn't do what I expected at that point, then I would go into panic mode, checking everything. I think that's what it was, but I'm still gonna check it anyways, just because now. You know what I'm saying? Might as well.
Yep. No.
Right.
I'm just watching out for you, man, because you know, that's your money, that's your investment, your time, passion. It's our passion too. We don't want to see anybody else's. You know, just take a freaking dip and go, oh crap.
Yeah, me either.
Right.
Trust me, man. I'm deep. I'm deeply invested. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But,
emotionally, especially.
Yeah.
Emotionally, especially, because I hear it. I hear it in your voice. You heard it in, you know, the concern of my voice as well.
Yeah.
You know, something just starts dropping off. There's an issue with water balance.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, everybody that's on this show is very passionate about helping other people succeed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not just, oh, you know, can I do better than you? It's more of a camaraderie of we want to make sure that you're not making the same mistakes that we made before. because how painful it was. It hurts. It hurts the pocketbook. It hurts our pride. It hurts our, we're working so hard, and what did we get?
I'll tell you what, man. If I got this tank to where I wanted it and something happened to it, man, I would be crushed. I would be hurting. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. Like,
I got I got some tissues up here for you.
I ain't crying yet. And I only cry in the car. First of all, you'll never see it.
But no, I mean, you see the concern. Just the general concern when from everybody else in the group. It wasn't just clowning. It was ribbon. Just so that how do you say it? Turn something serious into a joke kind of thing. Yeah. So that you could actually think clear instead of worrying and knee-jerk reacting and all that other good stuff.
I just want to share it, man, because part of it, I mean, honestly, part of it made me happy a little bit too, though, because if I'm not supplementing the tank and I'm not getting a fast drop, something's wrong. It's supposed to drop. You know what I'm saying? So
you're supposed to see a steady drop.
Yeah. It depends on what's going on in the tank and whatever, but yeah, you're supposed to.
As long as stuff ain't in standstill, as long as stuff ain't in.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing with the Triton methodologies, all the other additive methodologies is you're trying to make up for that utilization. That utilization means that your corals are sucking up something.
Right.
It's utilizing your alkalinity, your calcium, some of your magnesium as well, and especially your strontium, potassium, so on and so forth. The whole entire friggin' ecosystem that you have in a glass box is utilizing it at a certain rate. And so long as we're providing it, even if I maintain the stability at, say, DKH of 7.6, nope. But I'm replacing it in a consistent, stable manner to where I equal whatever's taken out of the system and I put it back in at the same rate. I won't see an increase or a decrease in my DKH, but, it's stable because I'm putting everything back in that was taken out. Right. Is it ideal? You're running a line, you're running a fine line of giving yourself enough room to react.
Yep.
And that's why when we say, well, I like to keep my DKH a little bit higher, is because when you have a lot more corals, you have that room, you have that buffer to be able to say, you know what, I could take a hit today. If I ran out of friggin' alkalinity, I could take a hit probably about 1.2.
That's why I'm glad I kept mine That's exactly why I kept mine around 9.6 or 10. That's exactly why. I'm glad I was, because if I was at 8 or hovering around 8 or so, I would have been down to 6.5 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Your pH would have shown you
dropped. Yep. So,
but so long as your pH remains stable and your oxygen levels remain stable, and that's one of the reasons why I keep on preaching aeration is very, very key. Is because when you do chemical reactions like that, or you have a shift in pH, your oxygen levels shift as well, and it drops typically, and it drops to the point where your system is now suffocating.
So keep plenty of this.
Exactly. So that's one of the reasons why, if all else fails, I keep my aeration, my aeration pumps going, is because that's the first thing to freaking crash a tank is suffocation. It doesn't take long for you to suffocate when somebody has a pillow over your head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And same thing goes with the freaking with the Reef tank or any other system is once you cut off the freaking oxygen to them, things start going south really, really quickly.
Right.
So,
10 seconds in a sleeper.
Freaking narcosis. What up?
Yep. Got to do it. But yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff, Cruz, man. That's good stuff,
that's
man.
one of the reasons. Even if your levels are off, if you keep your freaking oxygen levels high, guaranteed you, I want to say, probably about 70 to 80%, you're going to keep all your shit alive.
Right.
Even if you have something catastrophic like that happen. Where, we notice that magnesium falls out when we have a certain type of bacterial strain in our system. Makes that white, foamy, web-looking stuff.
The snotty stuff,
that bacterial, that bacteria suck up magnesium like no other, and it utilizes it and actually metabolizes it, which I've seen break out and drop out the freaking bottom of the magnesium, and your freaking alkalinity and your calcium just freaking fall out and start precipitating all over the place.
Wow. See, nobody would even associate that's not with that happening. But you know what? You may get lucky and tie the two together if you tested your tank consistently.
Right. So
yeah,
that's one of the reasons why. If you notice that your water tank starts clouding up, or you start seeing some precipitate or some flakes coming out of the freaking water after you add alkalinity, then you know that there's something that's out of whack, and it's typically magnesium. Magnesium keeps alkalinity and calcium in suspension in salt water. And it's not just any magnesium, it's magnesium chloride and magnesium sulfate. You have to have both of those in balance.
That's why you mix them with the 2-part. It comes with the.
Yes, sir.
It comes with both.
Well, BRS has a very, very good blend, a very, very good ratio that's based off of Rainy Holmes Farley's, balanced magnesium equation. And it comes very close. I want to say it's 98% correct. There's still some other inconsistencies with that magnesium blend that you also need to add back in. Magnesium iodide, that's another one that everybody keeps on forgetting. Magnesium, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate, magnesium iodide. Those are the 3 ones that I know that I keep track, that I keep track of.
The magnesium iodide, be careful, guys, with the iodine. Too much equals death.
Bingo. So you have that one is like trace element, but it also makes up for the other part of the magnesium compound.
Yeah, it has to do with a lot of your shrimp molting and stuff too, right?
Yes, sir. But then remember, you also have your potassium iodide. And then you have your potassium bromide. You have your potassium chloride.
Potassium bromide.
Too many potassiums there. You're getting confused.
All right, that's enough. That's enough for the scientific element chart.
Well, I'm saying that there's more to, when people say, well, I'm just going to go ahead and raise my magnesium.
Right.
You ask them with what, what are you going to raise it with? And they're going, well, my magnesium additive. Well, what's in there? Is it magnesium sulfate, Epsom salt? Is it magnesium chloride?
Don't even bring up the Epsom salt, man. You're going to get people to run to Rite Aid and go get Epsom salt now to boost up the magnesium.
See, but there needs to be a balance. Kind of like what
Epsom salt. What?
Yep. Yep. For real.
I've just had a bath. I've got some upstairs. One sec.
Man, my damn battery going dead, man. I got 16%.
That's low.
We go keep the show going.
Is that an iPhone?
Yeah.
Shit phone. It won't last long.
Yeah, I got it on low power mode right now, so I can get some extra juice out of it.
What's going on, fellas?
Hello.
Hanging.
How's it going?
Hanging, bubbling, just doing our thing.
Hanging in there, man.
Nice.
So if you saw my my last video I put out today, I had 2 kamikaze fish in the last week.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sorry to hear about that, bro.
Yeah, man. It's like throwing money down the drain. One of those dotty backs were like $50.
Hey, Paul, I'm killing the camera. If you want to switch it, gotta save some juice.
Do you have a lid on there, or at least a tank net?
Yeah, it's a rimless aquarium, and I actually went on bulk reef supply today, and I actually it's 7 feet long, so I have to do it in 2 3.5 foot sections, because they don't make a 7 foot long 2 foot wide screen, so I got to make it myself. But
no, you can get the screen. You can go to Home Depot and get the
you could get the clear one, the clear screen.
But whatchamacallit for it, and make them as long as you want. Yeah,
you could get the roll. I think that there's one that's translucent screen, almost invisible. It's Gosh, it's made out of fiberglass, though, right? Right, Rico?
What? The mesh?
Yeah, the fiberglass screen, the one for the windows.
No, no. I'm talking about the whatever the metal, the framing.
Yeah, it's an aluminum. It's aluminum based framing.
Yeah, I think that's out of fiberglass.
Yeah,
aluminum.
But I had to go to Marine Depot to actually buy the screen itself because they sell a 7-foot long screen by 3 foot wide, and Bulk Reef Supply didn't have that. But
right.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Ooh, so you lost about $1.50 right there, huh?
At least.
Hey.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right, man. You know, it is. My tank is only 20 inches high, so you know it's kind of like a low boy. But I'm thinking maybe that's why they get spooked real easy and they jump out easily. I don't know.
Yeah, possible. Yeah, that's why on this Aquamax, it's only freaking 9 inches high. I don't know whether or not it can keep any fish. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
The only ones that I could think about is maybe a scooter blending somewhere for one of the Dragonettes. But even so, if I spook them, I guarantee you that they'll flip right over.
Yeah, that's low.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 inches isn't, it's shallower than a friggin' tide pool.
But I guess you live and learn, right? So lost a couple of bucks, got to spend a couple of bucks to put the screen on, and I got to spend a couple of bucks again to buy the same fish. So
I'll tell you a secret though.
What's that?
They will still find a way to kamikaze on you.
You're probably right.
I've seen it happen.
One of my wrasses, guess what? One of my wrasses, on the reflectors, the egg crate reflectors, I used to put my freaking lights on there, and I used to utilize that as a screen. One of my freaking wrasses wedged himself right into one of the squares, freaking kamikaze his ass out.
Yeah, man,
like,
they do some crazy stuff,
That's
man.
crazy.
And I'm like, of everything, why did you pick that square? Yeah, it's funny. Murphy's Law, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If there's a chance for it to happen, it might.
Whoa, who's just donated £20 there? Is that Woody?
Yep.
Jesus, Woody. Stop donating. Thank you very much for this. Thank you very much.
No worries, mate.
Tell you what, Woody's got a new job. He must be rich.
That was part of my redundancy.
Hey, Woody, what about that job you were supposed to be sending me, man?
I'm sorting it, mate. I'm sorting it.
Who's shouting me then?
How about my super chat? You're not going to mention that, huh?
Have you?
Oh, here we go.
Hang on a minute. So I was just thinking a minute. I was doing Sandy's intro, and I just went, clicked on, and there was super chats. I didn't even know.
That Narcosis. Well done, Narcosis.
Hang on. I'm going down the thing. That was Woody.
Right. Yeah.
Hang on, Narcosis. I can't see a super chat from you.
He's pulling your string, man.
See that? I was going to shout a thank you out there, but I couldn't find the bloody thing to say thank you. Cheers, Woody. You were good.
That's all right, mate.
Thank you. Anyway, Sandy, if Sandy's on here, Sandy, I'm going to be sending you an email. I've just done your intro. Yeah, I'm doing people's intro. So if anyone wants an intro, throw me a link and I'll make you an intro. Sorry about that, Woody. It's like I was being ignorant when you did it.
Don't be silly.
Maybe you stuck with Liverpool in it?
Yeah.
No?
Well, how's everybody else doing today?
Good, thank you. You?
Yeah, better. Wasn't too good the last couple of days.
Man flu.
Yeah.
He had the man flu.
Dude, I was in the freaking ER twice. Had pneumonia and then freaking upper respiratory.
Not good.
After they freaking drained my ass freaking out and dried my ass out, my freaking lungs decided that they wanted to fill up again.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I read that this flu this season is a population reducer. It wasn't just like sniffles and a cough. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, I think the government's behind this. Every year they come out with a different strain for everyone to take a shot. I think they're trying to eliminate us.
Yeah.
I refuse. I don't mess with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I never get those shots. Never.
Yeah.
The flu shot.
Yeah. I normally didn't get it, but here I did because of the quad, the quadrivalent or whatever they wanted to call it. So I did. And I still got sicker than shit.
A lot of people do right after getting it.
Well, they're actually shooting the virus into you, actually.
The dead virus.
I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy. I think it's just a money maker.
Mostly it's dead.
Well, studies say this year that the flu vaccine is only working on 10% of the actual flu that's going around. So not even working.
So it didn't help at all. This flu vaccine did not help at all. The flu vaccine is actually released, or that's circulating this flu season, was not even dented by the vaccine at all. Some of the younger kids, actually, if you actually look at the flu epidemic this year, a lot of kids died.
There's a big flu epidemic over here at the minute in the UK.
Yeah.
Woody's got it. He's giving money away.
That's funny.
Made me go a bit mad.
He's not himself. He's not himself.
Just throwing hand notes away. I am.
But.
Well, it's good to see that you're better.
He called me for a week
CJ, you
straight
still
crying. He called me for a week straight, Paul, crying like a little baby.
Say that again, Rico. You're breaking up. Rico.
Yeah, what's up?
Say that again. You was breaking up, mate.
Oh, I said Cruz was crying to me for a week straight, man, when he was with the man flu.
No, what I was doing was
No,
I slept the entire freaking time. Like I haven't slept like that. Like it was an exhausting sleep. Where you wake up and you're still and you're achy and everything else. So I bathroom, drank some water, went right back.
Did they give you Did they got Tamiflu? They gave you Tamiflu?
No, they gave me got prednisone, and they gave me
oh wow, some strong steroid.
Or some other good stuff too.
Yeah, that's a strong steroid, that prednisone.
Yeah, so no, they freaking juiced me the hell up, and they had me on freaking nebulizer for about 12 hours.
Oh wow.
Freaking dry me out. They said I shouldn't. They said, "Oh, you shouldn't be walking around." I said, "I shouldn't have drove over here."
Whoa. Big shout out to Sandy's Reef. Sandy's Reef just donated $30. Super chat.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
This is.
Awesome.
Tell you what, I feel blessed. More.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
That's more corals for you, mate. To actually show us your tank and grow it. It's called Adopt the Frag. Adopt the Frag donations.
Yeah. I went off softies, do you know, Zoas and all that. I went off them. And I've got like 5 or 6 nice Zoas in my tank now. And it's made me go, ooh. I like softies again. Do you know what I mean? So like, I've even been thinking.
I'm going to super chat you, Paul, and I'm going to name my coral that you're going to have to put in there.
You're going to name it?
Yeah.
Langside Montipora.
No. It's going to be called Kenya Tree.
No. Keep your super chat.
I'm going to super chat you.
Keep your super chat.
Kenya Tree.
Keep your super chat.
Because
that's not going to happen.
Adopt the coral. I'm going to adopt the Kenya Tree and put it in a full tank. Or
I had one of them ones. See, the kryptonite one.
Yeah.
There's a kryptonite. Yeah, see, that's different because that looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
You see, that's the difference. People see Kenya trees as that pink, ugly coral. But when you see that, if people have not seen the kryptonite one, have a look on the internet of that because it's actually stunning.
Yep, the kryptonite Nepsia.
Yeah, it is. It is a stunning coral, and I think you've shown it me before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. But it is. It is a stunning. When the lights turn blue, it just literally glows like kryptonite.
Yep. Gorgeous piece. I mean, for a softie, it has color. And then there's also that I noticed. Somebody said had a freaking fluorescent pink to it, and I'm like, where? I haven't seen that yet. But yeah, they're saying the pink one out there too. Oh,
Ed does this. Ed does this every time we do a stream, right? Ed throws a super chat in, and he always donates the super chat to someone else. So like today, he's wrote Rico, thanks for the great streams. Now yesterday he did. Who was it yesterday, Ed? I think he did CJ the other day, and then the one before that he did someone else. he does it all the time.
I think it was Aaron.
Yeah, Michael. Yesterday it was Michael, wasn't it? Michael was on yesterday, and he donated it to Michael yesterday. Cheers, Michael, for the streams. It's just what Ed does. He does it all the time.
That's awesome.
Every time.
It's a cool
Cheers,
guy.
Ed. You're a good one.
Yeah.
Right. Sunday, it's been sent now. It's just rendered. The video is just rendered. I'm just logging into my email, and you should find it in the next couple of minutes in your inbox.
Yep. Dude, there's so many freaking accidents on the freaking freeway tonight. It's 32 degrees, and it's not raining. It's not snowing, and people just cannot drive.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, there's more accidents tonight, and the streets and highways are clear. No snow, and there's accidents all over the fucking place. Flippin' A. Go figure.
I'm just off the chat. I'm off the chat for 2 seconds while I send this email to Sandy. If someone reads the chat to me, at least I know what's going on in the chat.
Who else is still online?
Oh, there's loads of people on here. Is still, let me get it up before I send this email. It's still in the Hangouts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 people in the Hangouts cruise. So there's loads of people there to talk to.
Yeah. So, hey, Narcosis.
Necrosis.
Necrosis. That's what I'm going to call him.
His wife is probably screaming at him, so he's on.
Hey, have you changed your Miracle Mud yet?
Have I changed my what?
Your Miracle Mud, or for your Refugium, or have you added to it?
No, not yet.
All
right. This is SC. Hey, so I took your Chado and I put it into my my other tank. It's been sitting in there since you gave it to me, but I'm having a custom made Refugium made for the Chado. So it's going to be like a display refugium on the outside of the tank.
Nice.
So
That'd be gorgeous.
I'm just waiting for that to be made. It's actually going to be it's going to be a clear window in the front, and all the 4 other sides are going to be in black acrylic with a little rim around the top.
How big is it going to be?
It's 18 by 18 by 18, so it's 25 gallons.
And that's going to be nice. And what are you going to light it with?
I bought one of those UFO lights from eBay.
Yeah.
So, but I was talking to Billy Pipes. He says those things are pretty loud. But since it's going to be running at nighttime and it's going to be downstairs, I'll be upstairs. I really don't care about the sound. So.
Well, the thing is, and even I think Reef Dudes has even done it. If you're a little bit handy, you can just buy a better computer fan. Like they use the $1 fan. You could buy like a $5 fan and swap it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Get the Silent X. The Silent X.
Silent X.
Super quiet.
Yeah.
SILENX.
Let me write that down. All right, cool.
Yeah. You just replace the 80 millimeter fan with it.
Yeah, Dave's Nanotanks has a video where he broke down one of them. So maybe in that video you can see, you know, what size. Maybe in his video you can see the fan.
Yeah.
But yeah, even in Canada, I think Reef Dudes, not the same one, but he had a different one, and he said it was loud. He just swapped the fans. So it's the fans. You remember when we had those old Dells when you would turn them on and you would hear a whoosh?
Because of the ball bearing. The ball bearings in the bush.
Yeah, they're just using cheap fans. So I learned this later. So all you have to do is just get a quieter fan.
Yep.
So you said Silent X 80 millimeter fan?
I believe so. Make sure that.
Okay. Who's asking? Who is that?
Is it a 3-pin or is it a 2-pin?
I think the one we're talking about just I don't know. Like maybe he'll have to open it and look at it.
Sure.
But look at Dave's.
You're gonna have to take a look at it.
Yeah, look at Dave's video.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll check that out.
Yeah, you'll see it. It's either a 2-pin, 3-pin, and very, very rarely is it a 4-pin. But that's typically 4 pins when you're talking about temp.
All right.
You're talking about 3-pin, 2-pin. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I only got 5% left. So, Cruz, you're calling me. What's up, man?
Oh no, I was asking you how your freaking Miracle Mode was doing.
Oh man, the freaking worm population growing in that is just off the chain. Like every now and then I just take probably like a half a cup out of there, and I just take it out of my refugium and just dump it in my tank.
Yep.
And my and all my wrasse and
just
my royal grandma and all my other little, slim pencil fish, they go crazy.
Oh. So you're utilizing it as a
fresh
feed also.
Worms.
Yeah, fresh food. So, wow, pretty awesome, man. So it saves you on feeding too. When you're actually utilizing freaking Miracle Mud, it propagates a lot of the food products, that your tank could actually eat. Once again, Rico's got a lot of freaking pods. O's got a lot of freaking pods.
The microfauna, yep.
Yep, all the microfauna, all the freaking worms, all the freaking detritus, the detritivores, pretty good stuff. And, once again, it's one of the miracles of it that, the Miracle Mud's actually harvested from, a place where phytoplankton, is actually produced in the ocean. So that's one of our, that's as much as I could actually say about where it's actually harvested from. One of the richest areas in the freaking world to actually harvest, the mud from. So, yeah, good deal, man. Good deal.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna use that mud in my refugium when I get it, for sure.
All right, and you'll notice kind of like what Rico and everybody else said. As soon as they put it in, they're like, "Well, it didn't cloud up my water like everybody else said it." Everybody else said it did, and that's where we're like really concerned. Were the people that were claiming that it was fouling up their systems, were they actually utilizing the real Miracle Mud, or were they utilizing a substitute? Do you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you'll notice when you actually put it in also, you're going to see a lot of gold flecks in it. You're going to see a lot of granularity that you won't see in the other, in the other types of mud substrates or, filtration substrates. And you're going to say, wow, this isn't as dirty as I thought. It's actually pretty darn clean, and, I don't know what to say other than we haven't changed the formulation in over 20 some odd years. So,
Bruce, you was there. You was there when I was pouring my miracle mud into the nano.
Yeah.
And when I poured the water, I put the substrate down, didn't I? Poured the water straight in, nothing.
Yeah.
Did not cloud up or anything, did it?
No, and when you did purposely cloud it up, it was clear within half an hour. Which I don't understand these people saying, "Oh, it crushed my tank." It's cloudy for a week. I don't understand that. When Rotter Reef Rotter Reefer actually did, and he actually purposefully poured in the freaking the whole entire sump area.
Oh yeah, router tube. Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, the next day it was crystal clear. He goes, yeah, didn't kill my tank, because that's what everybody was claiming. Oh well, I poured in friggin' miracle mud and killed my tank. How in the hell Purpose poured out close to about freaking 25 pounds of freaking settled miracle mud, balanced his system, clouded it up on purpose. The next day it's crystal clear, as if it never happened.
They have different brands. Maybe different brands are different. I don't know.
And I think that they utilized a wrong or an off brand that said, "Oh yeah, well we're as good as Miracle Mud."
Yeah.
And I hate products like that. Oh, we're as good as them, but we're not going to validate why. And that should get a lot of people concerned, especially in this hobby, when they go, "Well, this is as good as this product," and prove it. It's already proven by somebody else. I'd be very, very wary of those types of claims. And I've seen it a lot. Oh, well, this product is just like this product, but I'm not going to spend any time explaining to you why.
Yeah.
Or it's a good substitute for, and they don't show you how.
Cruz.
It's very, very concerning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed said here, he said, my tank always had a mild haze. Miracle Mud cleared it up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's part of the miracle of having ionic balance. Part of having a living ecosystem, as part of your filtration system, the living filter. It's part of having, the trace elements leaching back into your system and balancing things out biologically that we don't know really how to explain, other than it has, that it has that effect. The water clarity, the clarity of water, looking like air. I've seen that many times when everything is full in ionic balance. The water is so crystal clear, it's almost, it hurts your eyes, where it's almost like HD. You guys know what I'm talking about because you've seen it. When everything is in perfect balance, the water is so super clear, crystal clear. And, there's no other way to explain it except that you have to be there to see it. There's a lot to it that we still don't know about the hobby. We're trying to apply science to it. Then there's still some things that we can't say, well, I know exactly 100% without a doubt that this is happening, other than it's happening good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it, except that does it work or does it not? And then, little by little, as time goes on, we can start whittling away at what we think is going on, with the system. At a microbial level, at a microfaunal, level, at a chemistry level. There's so many things going on in a reef aquarium that we can't always say, well, this is the reason why. Other than I put this in and good things are happening, to explain how a car works, to know that it could actually take us to and from work. Or if I if I put in a key into the ignition, that my car is going to start. Do I have to explain it to you, combustion engine every time I do that? Absolutely not. So, always asking some of these other skeptical questions like, well, prove that it works. Dude, I just turned on my freaking car. It works. I don't need to prove anything else other than it did work. And if I do it enough times, the observations and the anecdotal evidence, in itself becomes fact that, yes, something is happening and something is working. So, yeah. Do we always need science to explain, to explain everything? I don't think so. Even though I am, science bred and science read, I don't think that I need to explain why a light bulb works to, Joe Schmo down the street who doesn't believe that my light works. There's a point of limited ROI. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So sometimes I also feel, and I'm not sure if you guys agree, is that sometimes people over-explain things, especially in this hobby. Do I really care, of the scientific name of every single freaking strain of bacteria that's found in my aquarium? To know that it has good bacteria. Or do I just look at the overall, well-being and health of my systems and, take a look at the corals, make observations and say, yeah, everything looks good. Do you know what I'm saying? Or do we overanalyze things too much?
I think everyone overanalyzes things too much.
Yeah. I think so too. I mean, I know it's great to sound smart and to know all these chemical names and stuff like that, and I try not to as much as possible, but sometimes the oversimplification of things, like, well, I'm just going to bump up my potassium, and you're like, okay, with what? What are you going to bump it up with? It gets me a little bit concerned about the overgeneralization versus the overspecification. Which one's better? Do I want to be super specific or do I want to be super generalized? And I think that there needs to be a balance, especially when you're talking about a living system.
Yeah, over the last few days, Cruz, people have been mentioning about the miracle mud, saying, has there been tests on it, like recent tests with ICPs and things like that? Or is there anything in the... Or are you doing it now? Are you putting it through tests with different products and that now?
Oh, are we? Yeah, we are, and we're working with a couple of people, with very, very well-known people. For how do you say it? I don't want to disclose their names right now because they asked for anonymity for the time being, but they are one of the few companies out there that are very, very well-known and very, very well-respected, and they are running the ICP tests, based on utilization with other systems. Let's just put it that way. So
is there a particular...
in the next couple of months? Yeah.
I'm sorry, I cut you off there. Go ahead, Chris.
No. Go ahead, please.
Is there a particular brand that people would use most for that miracle mud?
No, we've seen. Well, personally, I've seen good results with all different regimens. You just have to know what you're measuring for, in the titrations and stuff like that.
Got it.
For instance, with the Red Sea colors, I've seen people, very successful running miracle mud alongside of it. I've seen a number of people. I mean, you've seen Paul running, the other method with Triton, and he's done pretty well with that setup as well. And I'm not going to discredit that because every regiment that's out there, you know how much money it actually costs to actually produce that regiment. You know what I'm saying, SC? So there's got to be some validity to every system out there. The B Ionic has done very, very well with Miracle Mud, and they have their own set of additives in it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do.
So, you know, people go, well, should I go that way? Should I go this way? Should I go calc-wash or should I go, you know, calcium reactor? The thing is that everything works. It's how you want to run your system and what you're trying to accomplish. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one regimen that works well with another. I've seen people run B-ionic. I've seen people run B-ionic with the Triton. I've seen people run B-ionic with the friggin' Red Sea. I've seen, you know, mix match of other methods, and they have beautiful systems.
Good old baking soda, baby. It works.
Exactly. And I've seen, you know, people running KZ, you know, the Corlin Zook products, along with friggin' Red Sea products. And how can you say that it doesn't work when they have a tank, you know, a beautiful tank and beautiful system with healthy thing around? You know, how can you say it's not supposed to work when they what this is and this is what this does? And being able to actually substitute, you know, one for another, or being able to fill in a gap for another, you know, another regimen.
Yep.
So,
well, anyway, guys, I got to jump. My wife has the marriage certificate out. I asked her what she was looking for. She said the expiration date. So I got to get going.
No worries, mate.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for all the information. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
That's how my wife feels sometimes. She's at work now, so we're all right.
Yeah.
You can always tell with me, if I'm on the streams in the afternoon and I jump on your streams, you know that my wife's not here or she's at work. And if I don't jump until night time, you know that she's on night shift. work around the family on the streams. That's what I do. So, let me have a look in this chat here. There's still loads of people in the Hangouts. Seymour, are you there? He's in the Hangouts, but he's not answering. You got Woody's there. You know where Woody. You just shout Woody, he'll say hello.
Woody. Hello.
Woody.
Yes, mate.
Seymour.
Go.
1-0.
Oh, come on, bro. Bro.
What? Where's Welsh?
I don't know, man.
I read something in his chat a minute ago. I just wanted to say 1-0 to you.
All right. That's it?
Yeah.
All right.
For now.
All right.
I seen Bubba say something. Yeah, he said he has no room for mud. No room for mud other than in the main display.
Well, let's see. He has no room except in the main display, and he doesn't like the reactor method. You could always run the reactor method in the sump area.
Yeah, have you got room for a reactor, Bubba? Put it in a canister. You could put it in a canister, yeah, in a bag, in a canister, couldn't you, Cruz?
Yeah, and what I would suggest is sifting out all the fines for the Miracle Mud and running the coarse stuff through that container.
Yeah.
You know, you also get less clogged flow, even though it's not all of it. And then what you do is you could always take a teaspoon of the fine Miracle Mud, mix it in, and actually dump it into your main display tank, and you could feed it that way. You know, that's one of the reasons why the corals do have mouths is, you know, consumption as opposed to utilization.
Yeah.
And absorption. You know, it's one of the things that we've been also experimenting with is what we call the Miracle Mud shots. And we're also noticing very, very positive effects with that.
Yeah. Like you can buy these really small reactors. It's like at the minute I've got a big reactor and I'm putting about 1.5 pounds in. And like changing it every what did I say? Every 3 months.
Yeah. 3 months. Yep.
Yeah. And but you could buy these small reactors, and with that, I suppose you could put just say like half a pound in it and change it every couple of weeks. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Well, let's say every 4 weeks.
And then you could also feed the what we call the suspension fluid. You know, after you mix up the Miracle Mud and you have that nice fine round, like almost like cocoa.
Yeah.
That cocoa liquid, you could actually feed a little bit of that into your system, and you'll do just fine with it as well.
Yeah. Who's that? I'll see. There you go. Oh, Seymour, if you try to talk, I've muted you. Only because it sounded like a kindergarten.
No, but thank you guys for your prayers when I was sick. I appreciated that. And thank you guys for checking in on me as well. Thank you.
Always. Yeah, I was in the barbers when you rang today, Cruz.
Really?
I'm getting my ears chopped. Yeah, getting my ears lowered. But yeah, I look like Albert Einstein because I've got that much grey hair, and I've not had it cut in about 3 weeks. So it was all spiked. But I was in the barbers when you rang, so I couldn't pick the phone up. That's why I texted you when I got out.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Life happens.
I didn't want to ring in case you was at work because I knew usually you ring when you're on the way to work, but I didn't know if you was at work. That's why I texted first to see if you was at work.
You say you get your ears lowered?
Yeah.
He was getting his hair cut.
Oh, that's what that means. Okay, all right.
Oh, Seymour, did you see that thing on my wall, on my Facebook wall?
Nah.
Have a look at it. The Jamaican in the car. Have you not seen it?
Oh my gosh! Come on. Yo, I tend not to click on anything on your Facebook.
No, no. On my wall, you'll never see anything like that on my Facebook wall.
Listen, Paul.
Oi, Seymour, trust me. I promise you, right? You can delete me and everything if I'm lying to you, but it made me laugh.
When you sent me the thing in the groups, like I thought you were punking me. Like I didn't even. All right, let me go watch it.
It's on my Facebook wall. Oh, by the way, people, I usually send Seymour stuff, right? So he'll be watching a video, and usually it's a woman going but he always plays it when his kids are there. But it's not that video. It's not one of them videos.
Are you sure?
It's not one of the videos. It's just a normal post, but it's a Jamaican driving a car, and it just made me laugh.
Why gotta be?
It made me laugh.
Why they gotta be Jamaican though?
I don't know, because when you watch it, you'll realize it just made me laugh.
Somebody made a video.
Yeah, someone made a video. It was just a Jamaican. It could have been anyone, but it's better being a Jamaican coming from a Jamaican.
All right, let me go watch it. Let me see.
Well, I'm not Jamaican, but it made me laugh. But you're Jamaican, you might find it offensive. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I'm not Jamaican either. And never mind. I was gonna say I find that offensive.
Well, it made me laugh. It made me laugh. Like I say, if anyone's on my Facebook, have a look at it. It makes me laugh.
Yeah.
But it was good. So you're better.
That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why they had like Cool Runnings, right? That movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about a Jamaican bobsled team, right? Because it's like contradictory to what kind of weather that they're having all the time. We think that it's kind of nonsensical, funny.
Yeah, Ed just said the Jamaican ice hockey team in the Olympics.
I know, right? Oh, dude. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if they actually had a curling team?
Yeah. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Get it up, it's bobsleigh time.
Yep. That was funny. Love Cool Runnings. Or remember that one, the one with the freaking zebra as a freaking racehorse? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why is there a freaking zebra on the racehorse track? And it's not purebred. But it is. It's a zebra.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. whoever that were, we don't just jump into this channel and then say like, sub and all that stuff. No, we don't do that. Sorry. Cheers, Ed.
Yeah. Anyways, let's talk fish.
Unhidden? No, you don't want to unhide them, Steve. Hide them.
Well, I mean, with the fish, I mean, you guys seen all the friggin' bands and all this other good stuff, right?
Did you watch it, Seymour?
Yo, you got a lot of Jamaicans in Manchester?
No.
There's a lot of Muslims. There's a lot of Indians.
Woody, you got a lot of Jamaicans in London?
There's a few.
A few?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Good guys.
There's a lot.
Steve, you've just been hitting them again.
Fam, blood. Yo, wagwan.
That's just the London.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Jamaican speak too. It's interesting how I'm listening to Grime and like watching like these Arsenal guys, the Arsenal fan TV, but they sound just like you take away a little bit of the English accent, you drop them right in Jamaica and it's the same slang.
Yeah, so all the young'uns talk.
Yeah, fam, blood, wagwan. Yo, yeah, that's Jamaican slang.
Yeah.
Did you like the video?
I just watched it.
Did it make you laugh?
Yeah, it wasn't as good.
It's a little bit funny, little bit.
It was funny, wasn't it?
Now I know why O don't drive.
Yeah.
What? Woody. All right, Woody, you got jokes, Woody?
Little bit, mate. Little bit. I'm quite comical.
All right. Yeah.
Somebody's got a freaking laser gun.
I know.
It's a drill. I'm making those. I'm making an ATO container.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm adding a float valve. Trying to step up my game, you know?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. See, but why wouldn't you just utilize a leak detector?
Well, this is for the Nano. So I'm putting like a little IKEA container in the corner. So I just want to, it's not see-through. So when I'm filling it, I can't see where it is. So I'm just going to connect the float valve to it whenever I want to fill it. And then it's going to turn off the RO system when it's full.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying is when it, if you actually utilize leak detecting tape, you could do the same thing.
Oh, leak detecting tape. LDT.
And that way, when it actually hits that level, it'll say, hey, got a leak. Stop. Even though it's not a leak, it's a level. Do you know what I'm saying? You can actually utilize the leak detector tape.
I think I saw BRS use it in a video once where they use it in a solenoid, so when it gets wet, it shuts off the solenoid automatically.
Bingo. Yep. And it shuts off the feed valve. It shuts off the feed valve. That's why there. You remember that one time before I got sick, I said I would trust industrial type of sensors as opposed to the hobby type sensors. That's one of the reasons why is there's that leak detect tape that we also utilize as level tape. So once it actually connects and makes a connection, with the conductivity, boom, it shuts off. And then once it goes back down, it freaking resets itself.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Very, very low profile too.
No moving parts to mess up. No electronics to fail.
Correct. The only thing that you'd have to worry about is corrosion over time, as with anything else. But to replace it is cheap also. You know what I'm saying, Oral?
Yeah.
So it's not zero maintenance. It's low maintenance, where you don't have the moving parts. You don't have to worry about things getting plugged. You don't have to worry about things getting stuck. but you do have to watch out for corrosion.
Are you speaking?
I am speaking.
Hello, Mrs. Oral. More.
That's my son.
Oh, hello, son. Sorry.
You don't want to be saying that. We're ringing Jerry Springer up.
Sorry, my bad. Well, I heard like an off distance higher pitch voice.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I'm sorry.
How old is he? Oh.
9.
9 going on 25.
Big boy.
No. 9 going on 9.
Yeah, 9 going on 9. Kids are growing up too fast these days. We want to slow them down a bit.
Let's say my daughter's 16 and she thinks she's 25.
No. Does she?
Yeah. They
She
all
tries
do.
to.
I mean, we all did.
Then she gets a backhand. Hey.
Yeah, well, every once in a while you have to remind them how old they are.
Well, you remind them who's in charge.
Your daughter drives, Paul?
Say again, mate?
Your daughter drives?
Yours drives.
No, you can't drive over here till you're 17.
Oh.
And the driving test over here is very hard. It takes you a long, long time to do it.
Versus in the US?
Yeah, over here you got to do 3. Is it 3 separate? What is it? 3 separate tests you got to do now?
Yeah, practical, as a perception, and theory.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have that too. We have
Asset
that at the
protection?
DMV.
Yeah, hazard perception. Yeah.
Oh.
You see in front of a computer and
We do that with the
hazard.
we do that with the optical test. You know, where they stand you in front of the freaking art chart and says how far can you see with corrected vision.
Oh, that's separate. That's separate. You got to do that now.
Yeah, you got to do that as well. Yeah, but read a license plate.
In here in the States, it's different by state. Like driving is regulated by the state. So here in New York, you sit down and you answer 10 questions and you get a permit. That's like a thing that says, okay, you're allowed to learn how to drive.
10 questions, dude. We had like 26, and that's over there in freaking California.
Twin what?
26 freaking questions.
Oh no, we
back
have
and front.
No,
and
we have
also have freaking graphic.
No,
you
we
know,
have
which side of the freaking road do you park on, and how do you turn your wheel, and this thing and that. And I was like, seriously?
No, it's like 10 or 12 questions, 10 or maybe 15. You answer those, you get a permit, and permit says you can now sit behind a wheel with like an instructor and learn how to drive. Then you sit down and take like an 8-hour class where they teach you rules of the road, but there's no test. It's just a long class that just says, here are the rules, here's what you do. And then after that, you can go take a driving test. And once you pass that test, I guess it's out of like 25 points, like left turns, right turns, this, how do you look, how do you do this? And if you pass that, then boom, you got a license.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's like a country where they've just got to drive in a straight line for 10 meters, then reverse for 10 meters and get a driving license.
Nah, man. You got the best drivers.
See, I passed my test, about 17, 18 years ago or so.
Yeah.
It was
You
easy.
don't have to redo it after that?
No, you don't have to ever redo it till. No, you don't have to redo your test either. You get it, that's it forever.
Wow.
Now, Paul, you got 2-year probation now, haven't you?
Oh yeah, the first 2 years.
Yeah.
The first 2 years, if you get 6 points on your license, you lose your license.
What?
Well, I know why. Better not fuck up.
Then you got to redo it all again. You'll lose your license. You'll get banned for a few years. Then you've got to reset your full license and test again. And your insurance goes sky high. Like, for a 17-year-old to get insurance over here, $3,000 plus, I'd say, would it?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Well, it's the same here. It goes on scales. So they look at different things that shows your propensity to have an accident. So depends on where you live and what kind of car you drive, the neighborhood you're going to park it in. If you're an adult,
Ethnicity.
they
actually take a look at your ethnicity too.
Yep.
Even though they say they don't.
Yep.
Oh, they won't do that over here.
or if you're black, you probably pay more. If Cruz is paying cheap insurance, and then all of a sudden he has a kid that gets their driver's license in the house, his insurance skyrockets because they'll say, hey, once you have a car, the kid is more likely to drive it. Whether, even if you say, no, my kid will not drive my car, just because someone in the house who's young has a license, your rate goes up. And
just my insurance, just so my daughter's insurance is $2,000, $3,000, right? If she adds me onto the insurance, it goes cheaper, even though I'm never going to drive the car.
Yeah, but you, by just when your daughter turns 17, you don't even have to put her on your insurance. By just being in the same house, like the insurance company will know that she got a license, and your insurance is up. And because they're going to say, well, it's your daughter and you own a car, so you're probably going to lend it to her. She's probably going to drive it, so we're going to charge you more anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. It's called proactive charging.
She doesn't need to get her own insurance, but yours is going to go up.
You see, on our forms, we have male, female, prefer not to say. White, black, and all that, prefer not to say. So you don't even have to tell them over here what you are.
They'll know. They'll know.
Because they already know.
If you have
they already take a look at your freaking. They take a look at
What's your name? Dave. Male, female, prefer not to say.
They know. They know. They look at your credit. If you have bad credit, your insurance is usually higher. It depends.
Why has credit got to do anything with your insurance?
Listen, man. Wait. You asking me why? I'm just telling you how it is.
Yeah, it's how it is.
Well, I tell you what, they've been knackered in the UK because everyone's got credit.
Yeah, and everybody
except Woody's rich.
Everybody got. Everyone has credit here, but if you have bad credit, you usually pay more for loans. So the thing is, listen, I think what they do here, I don't know if it's right or wrong, is they look at all facets of whatever kind of information they could get on and try to come up with some formula to show your risk.
Absolutely, and that's when you come back to them and say, "Hey, I graduated from college. I, got this degree. I got that degree. I've, continuing education. Blah 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 blah. This is my profession. This is how I drive. And that all plays into how much they actually charge you.
I heard someone can get a reduction. I think I've heard this before, where someone got like a $20 reduction on their insurance because like their kids has like great grades or some stuff like that. Like I don't even know how the hell that comes into play, but I've heard it does.
Because it shows level of responsibility.
Right.
I believe. You know what I'm saying? If your kid's doing good, or you as a parent, are training your kids to do good in school, more than likely you're actually paying attention to where they're going, who they're hanging out with, where they're hanging out with. Do you know what I'm saying, O?
I kind of get it.
So, I mean, I see good graded kids, or kids with good grades, and with the higher education getting cheaper rates because they're a little bit more responsible.
I hear you.
As a general blanket assumption, even though it might not be that particular person's case.
I hear you. I understand. I got you.
I've just seen a thing here. It says so classic cars get cheap registration. Over here, you don't pay tax, or MOTs have gone now, haven't they? MOTs have gone now. Did you know that, Woody?
No, mate, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they've scrapped the MOTs for classic cars now.
So, Woody, that Aston Martin is now free to drive, buddy.
Yeah.
I've got a brand new Aston Martin. I've got rid of the old one.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
What have you got, the DB9 now?
Yeah.
Woody's rich. Everyone's in here. Woody is rich. What persona have you got?
I know.
I'm trying to get a job. Woody's trying to get Woody to get me a job, man. He thinks I'm joking.
Woody tells you that he works in a printing place, but he didn't tell you that he owns a printing place. That's what it is.
I was about to say that. I just work there. He knows it. It's his name on the outside.
Yeah, I just work at this place where I just sit on my phone all day doing that in my big office with my big leather chair.
Are you?
But look, Woody makes 500K a year.
Is your last name Murdoch, Woody? Huh? Are you Woody Murdoch?
Woody Murdoch, that's me.
Ed, he was laughing then because he's looking at that 500k and going, quarterly.
I wouldn't get out of bed for 500k.
Everyone's in the chat then going, is he really rich? Who's to say he's not?
All
He lives
right.
in London. You've got to be well off to live in London.
That's what they say about New York, and I don't believe it. So
Yeah, it's the same there, isn't it? They say the same things.
I would think so. They try to say the same thing about New York, like, hey, you got to be rich, but I don't see it. But there's more work here than elsewhere, so I'm staying.
Hey, Timur,
Yo,
do you got other chaos duendes?
I have no idea what those are.
What about like emeralds on fire? You got those duendes?
In our courses, you got to give me like some colors because I have no idea what the names of these things are. I honestly got to tell you. Oh, Utter Chaos. Yeah, I think I do. I just looked up the name. I think I do. Yeah, I had a bunch of these. I didn't know that's what they were called. They just, they just look cool to me.
All right. Well, when it gets warm, I'm gonna send you a frag pack for free.
What? All right. You got Utter Chaos? Or you want Utter Chaos?
I got all kind of shit.
All right. Listen, man. I'll take it. Utter Chaos. Yeah, I have a bunch of Zords I don't know the name of. When you search for Utter Chaos, Tidal Gardens comes up first. Isn't that amazing? $35 per polyp. Jeez.
Wow.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
Expensive.
Is it that expensive?
Yeah.
Dude, one polyp for $35? That means I got like $2,000 in my aquarium then.
Luke Carbon Reefing. So I have a reef-related question. Who has experience with sun-sifting stars mating? Nope.
Experience with what?
Sun-sifting stars mating.
Does he want to know with Recan or if two starfish are mating?
Has anyone who has experience with sun? They don't mate. They don't. They don't like. Do you know what I mean? But they do. They release eggs and they release sperm into the water.
So here's a crazy random fact: is that starfish is not even a sex. I forgot the name of what they are, but basically, starfish is like one of
hermaphrodite.
No. So
chick with a dick.
Pretty much like one of the first animals ever to be on Earth.
There's no chicks with dicks, guys with tits.
It's asexual and it could actually multiply, however, asexually.
So it's not a cock and a frock. Nope.
Oh, no.
Right. What was I going to say? They can produce by dropping legs. They drop legs, don't they, to produce? I know. So they can.
Yeah, they do sometimes, but then sometimes they also do it sexually as well.
Yeah.
Where they actually exchange gametes. That's when you get the really, really, really teeny tiny baby starfish that are grown from cells. Tiny cells.
I think I've seen that on one of them David Attenborough things.
And that's where you get some of the asternias. You get some that are actually how do you say it? They are some of them are prone to just eating the algae, and then there's others that
eat zoas and that.
Based on
Astrina starfish you're talking about?
Yeah.
Astrina?
Yep.
take them out at all costs.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I pull those out
Want a large Coke?
at all costs. Astrina
What, the
starfish?
Esternias? Yeah, the Esternias.
Yeah, Astrinas, I pull them out at all costs.
I leave the brittle stars in, the micro brittle stars. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the micro brittle stars, and I also leave the, what is that? The baby serpent stars as well. The ones that look like, like rubber.
Yeah.
You know, with the long, tentacles.
You got blue carbon reef in here. He said sometimes they separate, but they seem to be more interested on top of each other. But saying that though, my serpent stars or bristle stars, they seem to be together all the time. Like they'll go apart, but like they always end up together. You know, being together.
Yeah.
But in the wild, I think starfish clump up together for safety, don't they?
They do. It's a reaction, especially if there's like a predator around, or if they think that there's a predator around. And then they start clumping together, or they're just having, they're exchanging.
Cuddles.
Yeah, they're having sex. Yeah, pretty much.
It's like the missus at night. You know what missus is like at night?
So
Doing
wait,
like shit.
you're telling me that the starfish is exchanging punani rock?
Punani? Who's talking about punani rock?
I don't know, but he's just stopped me getting monetized.
You mean Pukani rocks?
Yeah, the punani rock. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers for that super chat, Woody. I needed that because it's not getting monetized.
Hey guys, I need to call my parents. My parents have my kids.
Yep, no worries.
So I'll get some talk. All right, I'll jump back on if I have a chance.
Yep, no worries, Chris.
All right, cheers, guys.
Bye-bye.
Love you. All right, cheers.
Bye-bye.
What's going on, guys?
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
What's new, man?
I got the Innovative Marine 25. I just got the water from the LFS, and
nice.
I picked up a green Gonapora.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool,
huge,
man.
too. It's pretty big.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. Yep. What are you guys up to? Talking about insurance?
We're not talking about.
Yeah. We've talked about insurance, then we talked about starfish having sex, and now we're talking about anything that comes up in the chat. So what does people want to talk about?
How many are in the chat right now?
These I don't know.
It's 24 watchers.
Yeah, 24.
Wow. Does it include us as watchers?
Sometimes it does. If you're on YouTube, yeah. If your YouTube's not open, no.
No, it's
if you're on your phone, no. It won't include you in here.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Whose tank am I looking at right now?
That's Ed.
Oh.
Tell you what, he's done well with that. To say that he had velvet a few months
did
back.
he?
Yeah. I remember him being on the live stream. Yeah. He lost a lot of fish. Ed, what fish are left in there from the original fish that you had?
I think he's on mute right now.
He's on mute, but I think he'll go in the chat. He won't come on it. His mic's a bit knackered.
You talking to me?
Oh, Ed. We want to know what original. The yellow tang and the chromis.
So he's got a Clarkie and a Wyoming white?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Huh. Is that only one Clarkie?
Yeah.
Usually they're aggressive towards other... Clarkies usually are, at least.
Clarkies are what?
Aggressive towards other...
Yeah, I said that to him before.
Oh, okay.
Clarkie was added afterwards. I said that because he very usually, like, a Clarkie will think the full tank's its house.
Yeah.
They won't let anyone hear it.
I've seen one that's bigger than that hippo tang before. Just giant.
I've seen a pair of massive ones in the LFS before it shut down.
Yeah,
the
it's
LFS.
crazy.
Yeah, but it also had some common clowns, and I've never seen common clowns so big. It was massive, and I think
that got as big as those.
Oh, they got big, yeah, big. Now we're
That's
talking a few inches. Do you know, like length and like inch and a half thick. That's a common clown, but there was old, and I mean there was about 30-year-old.
That's nuts. Wow. Wow.
So I said, like, if you look at the lifespan of fish, like if you go onto the size, it'll tell you the lifespan of fish, 3, 4, 5 years. But in the captivity, they've been kept a lot longer. So in a way, in captivity, you keep fish a lot
after 30
longer.
years of you having fish, you got to throw at a funeral.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to have a party.
So when you flush it down your toilet, you get some flowers, you flush them too, and you go.
Say some words.
Yeah. Flush first time. Because the last thing you want is a fish floating back up.
Oh, that's funny.
Just burnt my eyebrows. So
what'd you guys end up doing today? Anything?
Time to refill the auto feeder with that Seaway food.
There you go.
I just nipped Aaron's aquariums today. That's it.
That's where you went?
Yeah, I nipped to his house.
How was that?
All right, he lives on corner from me. He's got a big tank. It's nice. I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a nice tank. I think he's going to be doing a lot of stuff with it. So,
yeah.
Watch his upcoming videos. If you're not subscribed to Aaron's Aquariums, go over, subscribe.
Oh, yeah. I think I am subscribed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Phil's got a 58-gallon, 23-year-old clown he's got.
Wow. That's crazy.
Phil has the oldest reef tank and the oldest clown in captivity. Like Phil, the clown that was in the LFS before it shut down, it was 30-year-old, the clownfish.
That clownfish was older than me. That's nuts.
Yeah, but it was massive. How big's Phil's clown? How big's your clown, Phil? We went 5 years with a snowflake clown.
5 years?
Yeah, my fox face. I've had 6 years.
Wow.
What else have I got in there? That's from the original tank. The leopard wrasse that I've got. That's 6-year-old. I think that's all that's from the original one. I think it is, yeah. And I've had my clam 6 years.
Hey, how long you been reefing for?
6 years?
How long you been reefing, mate?
6 years.
6 years.
Yep.
Okay.
Straight into it. I went to the shop. I wanted a fish tank, so I took the daughter for a fish tank. I was just going to get a small little tank with a small tropical fish tank I was going to get. And do you know what kids are like? I want Nemo.
Yeah?
A clue about reefing. Absolutely not a clue.
You didn't know anything about reefing?
No. Within the first year, I started running a system because I read every single book. I went to the library, got all the books out from the library, read all the books from the library, went on the internet. I didn't go on any forums or nothing like that. No YouTube or nothing. I went on online to like professional channels. I got all the white papers, started reading all them. So that's how I started doing it that way.
Okay.
That's why I was bubbling me about 5 years ago. Yeah, about 5 years ago, I was bubbling, but I got slated for it. So.
Who did you meet 5 years ago?
No, I got slated for it. Do you know, online and that. When I put my fish tank online with bubbles, people started slating me for it.
Sorry, like I'm kind of going back and forth from getting together this food.
No, Ed's lights just changed. Oh, never mind. Must have started focusing or something. Is it just me, or is his lights changing?
I think he's doing something.
Whose lights?
Ed's.
I think it is too.
Is that for...
Whose lights? Whose lights you talking about?
Ed's on his tank.
Oh, he says he's messing with us.
No.
Does any filefish eat Aptasia? Filefish do eat Aptasia. If you can get one that does it. You better just get them straight from the LFS and sticking them in after you've quarantined them. If you quarantine them, I don't. But I don't buy fish. So
It's fair enough.
the fish do nothing for me, so I'm not going to buy any. I had one jump the other week.
Yeah, my clownfish jumped when carpet surfing.
Yeah. My radiant wrasse did it the other week. I found it in the cupboard underneath the fish tank.
What's he doing over there?
Not
Where's O at?
O's there. If you shout him, he'll come. I said, we know Woody's there. Hey, Woody.
Hello, mate.
Woody's always there.
Always lurking in the background.
And he's just sitting in the background.
Well, I said Woody's always there.
That's funny.
We've got 26 watchers. Get in the chat. Start saying hello. Or if you want to come in, let's get the link out.
Join in.
I've got it here if you want.
I'm quicker than you. I've not got it actually, so I'm lying. I never have my own link. Usually Steve's there. Steve, link. We've got it though. But he's done it.
Steve never comes in, does he? I don't think I've heard him talk.
Steve. You used to be in all the time. Steve, are you coming in? Come in, Steve. Come on. Come on, Steve. We've not seen Steve in ages.
Steve.
Steve's not a weirdo. Steve's my boss. Hey, Steve, you got to remember, Ed. Steve's got a wrench, as you call it in America.
He's a mod.
Yeah, they're all bloody hell. If you look down the list, I think everyone's a freaking mod nearly.
So I just mixed up a huge concoction.
Of what?
Just all kind of pellets, like seven different pellets.
Oh, DC's here. He's hooking up his second Radian XR15 at the lagoon and he's listening to us. XR15, I have 2 of the XR15s. Love them.
He put 2 on the lagoon?
Yeah.
Wow. That's nuts.
Be good. That's it'll be good. Yeah, I like the. See, I've got a 4-foot tank. I've got 2 XR15s, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's not enough." But Radian say, "Yeah, it's plenty."
Yeah, I'm just gonna get. I think I'm gonna get the Pro. Because doesn't the XR15 Pro have like 2 lights on it?
So the XR, what? Say again.
The XR15 Pro, doesn't it have 2 lights on it? Like 2.
No. The XR15 Pro, there is no XR15 on its own. The XR15s are only Pro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the XR30s come in XR30 and XR30 Pro. But The 15s is single.
Oh, it's just a single.
Yeah, they're single, and the XR30s are double, and the both only do a 2 foot spread. So
the website I looked on, they were selling. They showed a picture of I think it was the XR30 as the XR15 Pro, and it had 2 lights on it.
Well, if it's got 2 and they're selling it at that, buy it if it's the price of an XR15.
Hey, how many times you feed your tank a day, Paul?
Once.
One time.
One time.
Okay.
One time, and if you look at my fish, they're all fat. Because the way you see it with a fish, right? A fish will eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, right? And it'll eat, and it doesn't have a thing like us. So their brain don't say, "You're full, stop." So they'll eat and eat and eat, and it'll just go straight through the digestive system, straight out of their ass. Now with a fish, if you feed them and you feed them well once, and then you don't feed them again, they'll keep the food they'll keep the food and they'll digest the food and it'll process better within the system.
So should I cut back? I'm feeding like 5 times a day with my
5 times a day.
Think I should cut back?
I would. That's the way you've got to see it with fish. That's how it happens. It's been written down. It's been documented. It's in actual papers. If you go onto the internet and you'll find papers of it. You feed a fish, they'll feed it and they'll just shit it straight out. It just flows through the system. When they know more food's coming, they'll shit the food out. But if you don't, they'll keep the food in and the food actually digests and it processes proper within the system.
So is a Goniopora considered an LPS?
Yeah.
Okay.
Goniopora is a manganese-loving LPS.
Gotcha.
It loves manganese.
Right, hang on a minute. He's safe.
They were the hardest to keep. One of them.
Gonnies are hard to keep. They're not hard to keep. It depends how you do it. People put them in too much light and they don't feed them properly.
Gonnies are easy.
Yeah.
I was reading like somebody was feeding them like 5 times a week.
Yeah, I wouldn't. His lagoon's the lagoon will be 2 Radions and 2 T5s.
Ooh, that's gonna look awesome.
His own tank will be 2 MH, 2 T5s, and 1 Reef Bright.
I've always wanted to supplement with T5s, but I never have.
See, I've used T5. My first tank was T5s. My second tank was the Max Spect. And this one is the Radion. And I might be getting a new system within the next few months, which is a secret, so I can't say nothing. I'm going to keep it quiet.
Nick, ain't you?
So, what?
You've been talking to Nick, ain't you?
Have you?
A little bit.
Or is it one of these where Nick tells you not to tell anyone but tells everyone?
Kind of, yes. Yeah. He done it on the live stream, talking about it.
Did he?
Yeah, he's doing some new design or something, isn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He only just wants to feel needed. You know? He just wants to feel loved, you know?
Nick always has a love. I've told him before. I've told him before. I said, Nick, he's too nice.
He is. Yeah.
And I've told him, but something like he's had the piss taken out of him a few times, and I don't like it, so I tell him.
Man, these corals are just growing crazy.
Well, we can't see. All we can see is narcosis corals. Well, we can't. We can see some fish in the ocean because you've not got your camera on. So we'll just carry on watching heads.
Yeah, man. I already showed you guys my freaking nano tank earlier. All right, here we go. Round 2 of the nano tank.
Right, so we've got DC. He's working on is I'm working on. I was going to suspend the T5s with the Radian RSM arms. DC, have you not seen that? What Seymour's got? Seymour's got that bracket what holds the T, which holds the Radians and T5s together.
Yeah, that's a cool bracket. My fish store has that one, but they put it with XR30s.
Who's asking about it?
It's a DC Reef there. He's going to be having T5s and the lights, same as you, I think. But he's trying to find a way to suspend them. So why don't you just get that what you've got?
I'm looking. Hey, what size T5 is it, DC?
Probably the 24s.
Yeah, it's got to be 24s, isn't it?
It's got to be 24s.
Oh, yeah, man. He got a... Yeah. I think they're... Yeah, DC, you have to wait. Like, I think they only get units at the end of every month.
What I'd do if I was you, DC, I'd just put the T5s on for now. Wait to put wait until the bracket comes in.
No, they are available. It's on bulk resupply. They have 10 in stock for the 24-inch for $229.
He's saying he only wants 2 T5s, not 4.
Oh.
Well, yeah, well, you could put 2 in it.
Yeah.
Still look fine, wouldn't it?
You can. And the thing is, I think they're going to come up with a bracket where you can shorten the. Well, yeah, you're right. You're right, Paul. He can only put 2, but maybe he doesn't want it that wide. I don't know.
Everyone's looking at Narcos's nostrils again.
Do they have 24-inch retrofit kits?
That's what I thought.
Maybe they do have 24 retrofit T5.
Yeah, Phil, I was mentioning that before. I mentioned it to you before, Anna Seymour. About, do you know that bracket you've got? Do you know, instead of hanging it, can you not connect to the brackets to the top of the lights just to hold the full bracket up?
Listen, you're gonna pay. Yeah, he can get two retrofit for $120, and then mount them to the you get the ballast, the T5, the end caps, and the reflectors for $129. They're on BRS, and it's $121. But then you have to route the wires yourself. But there's a lot of solutions. That's just one. I would have gotten the bracket I have because then you could take it to another tank later. Because if he decides he wants to do a big cube, those radions or whatever, if you want to do a 24 cube, those T5s, and then you put some lights with a little bit of punch to get deep. That would look nice. Yeah, there's a lot of ways he can do. Yeah, the radions will work. Listen, any kind of light. Listen, any one of these lights, if you had the black box LEDs, that would work. So.
See, I don't like the retrofit kits.
I don't like the retrofit kits. I don't have space for a canopy, man. I live in an apartment. Like I don't want to. I like this. I haven't even cleaned it up yet, and I like the way it looks.
What's that called you've got?
There's a tank.
Yeah, it's being shared. What's that canopy? What's that thing you've got now, Seymour?
It's an Aquatic Life T5 fixture, and it comes with 4 T5, 2 on each end, and then you mount your own LEDs in it. It comes with brackets for radions, aqua illumination, and Kessels, and you can buy separate brackets for. Let's say you can buy like a wider bracket. I think they have brackets now for the Kessel 160s. They're coming out with wider brackets, custom brackets, so you can put, let's say, a black box LED in the middle. So pretty soon, give them a few months, and you could put pretty much any LED in the middle.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I like it. I mean, it was too. Listen, I experiment with a lot, but I would have never experimented with T5s because to get T5 LEDs, you're either looking at something custom or you're looking at like $1,000+ of like the ATI or some other, T5 LED fixture.
Geismans or something like that.
Yeah. And you know what's happened though, since this aquatic life fixture, like those Giesman and so fixtures haven't been selling on BRS. Like I've watched the price drop a lot.
Really?
Yeah, because and listen, I'm pretty sure someone's going to come out with a nicer fixture than the aquatic life. It's just that aquatic life came out with the cheapest one. So maybe, a year or so or whenever, you'll see that another manufacturer fix like the issues that aquatic life did and give you something nicer. Yeah, there's a long thread on Reef to Reef with people asking for this, asking for that. And I always comment and I said, hey, aquatic life, I know people are asking for a lot of things and it's all cool. But one of the reasons this fixture works is because for the 48-inch version, you're looking at $299. Like it's not expensive. So if you spend like $400, $600 on LEDs and you want to try something, this is just a little bit more. So if you start adding I know the cord routing and a bunch of things could be better, but if you start making these little things, you could turn on individual LEDs, you could dim them. If the price goes up significantly, where it's like $500-$600, then it gets out of the range where people are not going to want to buy it. But keep it cheap.
Those AP700s, what are those, like $600?
$900. $900. What are you talking about?
That's ridiculous. I mean, they can't be that good.
They're good. I don't know. I didn't like mine. The software was bad when I had it.
Really?
Yeah. I think they've improved it a lot now. But I would rather have two Kessel 360s rather than AP700.
See, that's where they got the price wrong. I mean, people could go with the 360s and have two, than rather have one AP700. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I like the iReef is asking, what can you do with a wrench? Post links, and you're like a moderator, iReef. When you have a wrench, you can post links, and you can like, you're like basically, Paul has trusted you to moderate.
You're playing God.
Yeah.
I've just put we're playing E-Man. We have the power.
I have the power. By the power of Grayskull. E-Man, I have the power.
But most people with the wrenches, I've been doing streams with them for a long time. And like so, I know who they are.
DC said I'm trying to sell my AP700. I don't use it.
And I trust them to get rid of the bellends.
Yeah. DC, I think they're on sale now for $800. How much are you looking to get for the AP700? I love the AP700. I'll tell you what my issue is with the AP700. To get it to cover 4 feet, I had to put it too high. And the thing is in my living room. So, I couldn't have it too high because my tank is where I watch TV. So it wasn't, and then at the time, the software was so bad. There's no way you'd be able to sync 2 lights together. I've heard that the software has gotten better, but not that much better. It's not even that better that BRS has taken them off the BRS 160 and has put Kessel 360s on the tank.
Wow.
Yeah.
That says something.
On Reef to Reef, he was answering questions. He said, yeah, whenever we have, especially when you have a power outage, you basically have to reprogram the thing from scratch.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, Reef Keeper, if you have one, like I said, I had it on day one. I had one of the first units and the software was just bad. And I think they've improved. Listen, after a year after I had the unit, the software was still in beta. Like, think about that. Think about that. A year after you've had a product, the software was still in beta.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but Reef Keeper, if you ever need to sync 2 of those bad boys together, like, good luck with that. And that's what I needed to do. And after trying and failing, I borrowed one, and after trying to sync two of them together and get them to, I was like, nah, it wasn't working out for me. So. Whose tank is that? Is that Ed's tank? Boo.
Yeah. Back to Ed's.
My course, he's just took his off again. Back to Ed.
How come we never see Woody's tank, man?
Because why? Because Woody owns the thingy aquarium. Remember, he's rich. Have you ever been to Dubai? Do you know that aquarium in Dubai, the Dubai Mall? Well, that's what Woody built. So, I'll be there in 4 weeks. So I'll get some footage of the Dubai aquarium.
You're going to the Dubai aquarium?
Yeah, I'm going to go, yeah.
Wow. Isn't Dubai expensive?
Yeah, very. I think for a beer, it's in dollars. I think it's $13 a beer. So,
well, yeah, that's something.
And it's $39 for a glass of wine.
I know. In the city over here, it's like $7 a beer, which is still. That's kind of overpriced.
Expensive, yeah.
Yeah. That's like normal now, I guess.
Who's that there? Jamie's stuff. Who's that? You can go into timeout because I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I'll be back.
No worries. Who's that Jamie stuff there? Thing is, I can't get onto the channel. It won't let me go to the profile, the channel. What's it called? Jamie stuff. Don't know what it is. Woody?
Yes, mate.
You see that Jamie stuff there that I've just put in timeout?
Yep.
Can you go onto their channel? Can you see their channel? Because it won't let me even go on their channel. When you click the three dots, it doesn't even say go to channel.
Nope.
Yeah, see, people like that you don't want on, do you? Right, here we go. So I'm on it.
You on it?
On the channel, yeah. Got one subscriber. But I don't know who they are. Well, it's he's a mod on someone else's channel.
Yeah.
Let's see what he said. They deleted the message though, didn't they? I'm a moderator on nowhere.
J456.
Let's have a look at this. A bit porn or something.
Oh, that Jamie Reef thing saying it's his other account.
What? It's the other account?
Yeah, it's his other account.
Ah. That's your other account. Ah, well, you didn't do that, did you? That's why you got the old boot. Man, Jeff. Who's Jeff? Jeff. Right. I don't know if I can take out time. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if you can do that. Well,
you time out for 300 seconds.
Yep. Well, you only timed out. You're not banned. You only timed out for 300 seconds, so don't worry. Yeah.
Yo, I'm back. What's up?
I got disqualified for Rico's Nano Challenge because my tank is 29 gallons. What was the limit in gallons?
Let's hype it up.
25 gallon, wasn't it?
Well, there you go. You broke the rules. Jeff. Who's Jeff?
How many tanks you guys count?
You what?
Can you count my tank?
What's this? Where's Wally or where's Waldo?
He asked this earlier, didn't he?
3.
I got 3 in there. Where's my 4th?
On the floor.
I'm about to pop and drop them.
Jeff Hall. I'm Jeff.
It's a little personal warning for everybody out there. Purple tangs are dickheads.
How long have you had the yellow tangs in your system?
How many I got?
No, we know how many you've got. You've told us about 15 times. I'm saying, how long have you had them in your system?
All of these, I had the purple tank for like,
No, just the yellows.
all the yellows?
Yeah.
This one I had for like a year and a half. That little one, he's the newest. He's only been there 2 weeks. And this guy's been in there for a month, the bigger one.
Right. How much did you pay for them?
$25 each.
It's all right, isn't it?
But I get all of my fish at basically like wholesale. Pretty much right now they're in the store for like $40.
So if anyone needs a fish, just go to Narcosis and he'll get you at retail. All right. What do you call it?
Wholesale.
Wholesale. At cost.
The what?
At cost. That's what we say.
Oh yeah, at cost. Yeah, dude, that purple tank is a straight dickhead. Pretty much all he wants to do all day is just double tank. So I got 3 of them to like spread the load.
Spread the load, spread the love.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting 3 more. I think 6. I want to have 6 of them.
How big's your system?
120.
Yeah, that purple tank's going to end up killing that.
No, he ain't gonna kill nobody.
Oh, you will?
Nah.
But look, he's being a proper bitch.
He is. He's a dickhead. He might end up going to the sump and
I'll tell you what, that's cheap. Phil got his purple tank for $69.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You know, you get a Chromis over here for that.
Chromis or?
No, I'm joking. They're only five. They're about four or five quid Chromis.
How many pounds did that transfer out to be what I talked to you the other day?
Say again?
How many pounds was that I gave you the other day?
Give me a second. I'll tell you now. I'll just go on the paper. I think it was 24 something, I think.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, it was more than that.
Might be more. I don't know. I can't remember. B2, B2, 1. See activity. It was Mr. Williams. It was 26.36.
Only 6 pounds.
So what was that in dollars?
It's like how much?
How many dollars did you send?
I don't know, 35, I think.
Yes, it's 26.
Yeah, he's a dickhead, but this other yellow tank, he don't care. He'll go back. He'll go back with them. See? He shows him like, hey, knock your shit off.
So you've got my Google, my PayPal here. All it says is Google pre-approved the payment. Google pre-approved the payment. Google pre-approved the payment. That's all super chats I've been giving people.
Put it towards the Reef tank, man. Hopefully you can get that home wrecker acro.
The what?
The home wrecker acro.
What's that?
Acro that costs like I think it costs like $400 here for like 1-inch frame.
Home wrecker. I'm googling that.
Home wrecker acro. Pretty cool looking 10 years.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's just like a Walt Disney, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it is in the same family. It's a 10 years.
Ed said J Fox was selling home wrecker for $300.
Oh, Jason Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always selling it.
Phil said the most expensive coral you've ever ordered is about $250. Yeah, $250. I think mine was an acro a few years ago. But it was a colony, a nice one, before it stripped and died. But that was £170. So that's 200 and some quid, $200.
Well, that.
Gold torch, £100. Do you know, I'd love a gold frog spawn. And I know frog spawns, I could do well with frog spawns because I fragged this one 11 times.
Oh, man, frog spawn go like no other.
Yeah. See with frog spawn, yeah, I like frog spawn's good. But I'd never buy a wall one. Do you know a wall frog spawn or a wall hammer or anything like that?
Why not?
Because when you grow a frog spawn and you buy it on branches, if an head dies, you can clip it off and it'll still be fine. If a wall starts to die, you can't save it. They just strip.
Sometimes when it comes to coral, you don't need to like think like that. Like you just gotta think like, oh, like this is my piece of coral that I'm gonna keep alive.
No. I always think of it if something happens, you can save some of it at least. Like with a wall, same way that you can very rarely save them. So the way I see it is,
you can get them for cheap. They're only like $20 for a smaller one,
What, the walls?
Yeah, wall hammer.
Yeah, see over here they're not walls are not that cheap because they don't usually sell small ones. They usually look pretty damn big.
No, the cheapest wall I ever saw was $100, and it was tiny. Walls take forever to grow.
Who is that? Are you in America or are you?
America, yeah.
Yeah, man, I can get them for like $20 to $40 for like an inch and a half.
Yeah, it's gonna take you like 10 years to grow that to like 10 inches.
No. Maybe like 2 years. 2 years.
Wall hammers are slow growers.
Look at this trash spray. You see the polyps on that guy? The temples?
That's nice.
So, you know, Mike Lawrence has the same one in his tank.
What's it? What? Who's got one of them? What's this here? Euphilia is nearly impossible to thread. Jay Carey, how do euphilia is in the wall? Yeah, because that you can't thread. It is virtually impossible.
Cut them in half with a griffin saw.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's when you break them like that. It's so hard. As soon as they get damaged, the whole thing just seems to disappear on walls. Standard ones are fine, but branching ones are fine. But not the walls. The walls, like, I've never known anyone cut one and it survived. It just died every single time. I think Mike Clarence has got one in his tank, isn't it? A wall. And it's one of them. I'd never get one.
They're pretty cool.
Clark is digging again. Whereabouts we're looking here, Ed? Where is this Clarky?
The Clarky?
He says digging.
Looks like me. Good old Ed is having some pretty good success in his tank, it looks like. Holy moly, Paul. It's 2 o'clock in the morning by you, ain't it?
Say again.
Isn't it 2 o'clock in the morning by you?
Yep. And I'm eating what's it? Or you might call them Cheerios.
Cheerios, huh? That's cool.
We call what's it.
Work tomorrow, Paul?
No.
Another holiday?
What's it? What's it? What's it?
Is Woody on holiday? I mean, I feel like Woody's always on holiday.
Woody don't need to work. He's rich. He's got people working for him.
I got you. You know what, yo?
What's the matter, O?
Nothing, man. I'm just jealous over here.
What, of my rotor?
Yeah.
I thought he wanted to borrow them, Woody. I thought he was just like, say, can you borrow us 100 grand or something?
Yeah, but my what I asked back is ridiculous. My APR is shocking.
You don't need it back.
You don't get rich by giving it away, do you?
You know what? You don't stay rich by giving it away either.
Yeah, now my route is quite good. And I'm 4 on, 2 off, 2 on, 3 off. And then I've got to do 4 after that, then 3 off again. And every 5 weeks, I get 12 days off.
Come on, man.
You like that, didn't you?
No, I don't.
I don't work Tuesday, Sunday, and I get 1 day in the week off.
Say that again, Paul.
I don't work Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Sundays.
Yeah.
And I get alternate days off and all.
That's not bad.
So like this week, I've got Wednesday. Yeah, I've got Tuesday, Wednesday this week. So next week it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. So next week I'll be off Sunday and Monday, off Tuesday and Wednesday, off Thursday. Yeah, I mean,
so you only do a 4-day week.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
What am I doing with my life?
You need to come and work in England.
Listen, I'm trying to, but you're not hooking me up, man.
Have you got printing experience?
I've got all kind of experience.
You'll get a job over here within.
Are you
Have you
getting
ever seen
on right now?
In there with your qualifications.
Heck yeah.
Have you seen The Office?
Have I seen The Office?
Yeah. The show?
Whose office?
The Office, the TV show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah.
That's my printing experience, paper.
Oh. No. I can fix printers. I can hit file print, troubleshoot printers.
That'll do it.
I was an IT
Woody
guy.
prints money.
I can, yeah. I can work on the website, Woody.
I wish I printed money. Just newspaper, unfortunately.
Seymour, you will get a job straight away, Murray. If you've got the computers, hundreds of jobs over here for computer people.
All right, so, but can I get a work permit?
A work permit? You're from Jamaica. That's the next British colony. Right.
No, man, you need a visa to go to England from Jamaica.
Yeah, but they'll let you come over.
Yeah, but you need a job. You need.
Yeah, they'll give you one. Let anyone live over here.
What if you have a degree, like an advanced degree? Would they let you come?
Yeah.
All right. Where do I apply? Send me the application.
Apply for a work visa.
I'm not going to Manchester though.
You won't get a job in Liverpool because there is none.
Why do you guys always do that to Liverpool, man?
It's true.
I was watching the Kenny Dalglish documentary, and people have been slagging off Liverpool for like decades now.
Yeah.
Even when Margaret Thatcher was prime minister, she said, "Why?" What did she said? Something like, "Why try to push something up?" Like she was slagging off Liverpool. Like, oh my gosh. Jeez. I know we're joking, but man, people do it for real though.
Yeah, it's true. When we push our targets, all the shit was to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right down the River Mersey.
Uh-huh.
Timo, if you get the River Mersey and you follow the river up, yeah? The river goes through my town.
I know.
Same one. When we push our toilets, it goes in there and goes back to Liverpool.
Merseyside.
Oh, by the way, I got the blue tank back from my buddy. The one that I had popped and dropped in my tank.
Yeah.
And then I sold him to my buddy. I got him back.
Is he healed?
Is he what?
Was there anything wrong with him?
No.
Why did your buddy give him up?
Basically, he just kind of like said like, "Oh, I don't want this tank in my tank anymore. He never stops swimming. He never stops being active." And I'm like, "Well, just give him back to me." And he was like, "Well, come and get him." So I just went and got him.
So you sold him to your friend, and your friend gave it back to you for free.
Yeah, I mean, I sold it to him for pretty much like the low. So he's got pretty big going on. He's in a tank behind me.
Someone's got a moonwalking snail.
A what?
Moonwalking snail. I think. Is it Rip or Ed? I'm looking at the snail and I swear it's moving backwards.
It's Ed.
I'm on the third bag of Chris now. Now we're on Monster Munch. So I've had a bag of what's it? It's a bag of quavers, and now we're on a bag of Monster Munch.
What's a quaver?
Put the camera up. Yeah.
I thought you were trying to get healthy for 2018.
Who said that? That's a quaver. Now I'm on Monster Munch.
Oh, the pickled onion are the better ones.
I've got all of them in here. The fiery ones are the best. Hot and spicy.
Paul, man, you're always showing us some sweets, man. What's up with that? You all right?
This is pickled onion. Oh, they're the best ones. Look.
Yeah, they are the best ones.
Yeah.
How much is a pack of that?
About £2 for 18. There's 5 boxes in my hat.
You wearing a sweater in the house, Paul? Oh.
Nah, dressing gown.
Oh.
What is it? A bathrobe?
What is bathrobe? What is a dressing gown?
I left that one alone. I thought I heard dress gown, but dressing gown. I guess a bathrobe is a dressing gown.
Nah, forget it. Woody, we don't understand, do they?
I don't. A dressing gown.
Yeah. Mine's wool and keeps you warm. Wood is a silk.
Oh.
Pajamas, fool.
Is it made with unicorn fur?
Yeah.
Only around the collar.
Only around the collar.
His
slippers are made of £50 notes. That's what Woody does. Woody's that rich. His toilet paper is £50 notes.
Solid gold buttons, right? Platinum buttons.
Platinum buttons, that's it.
Yeah, Woody, man. Can I get a job, Woody?
I'm not rich.
Well, okay.
Just well paid.
That's what a rich person would say. I'm not rich.
It's comfortable, isn't it? That's what you say. I'm comfortable. I'm not rich.
That's what a rich person would say. Oh, I'm not rich. I'm just comfortable.
My wife earns more than me.
I don't. Huh?
My wife earns more than me.
Oh shit, Woody. That means you're really. Woody, you're comfortable, and you make all of that. And what is your wife like? The queen? Because
she thinks she is. She thinks she's the queen.
If you make all that, she's like royalty somewhere. She's the one that connected to Dubai.
Yeah.
Because, right, man, Woody.
My wife earns a lot more. My wife earns a lot more than me.
Oh.
Seymour.
I think today she's at work now. She'll come out with £350 for this shift. What's that like? $400? That's
$350.
Yeah, Google that. How much is that in dollars?
Don't want to Google it. I'm gonna look.
Approximately 71 versus
Do a search and see what.
It's the pound's gained value. I think it's 1.4 in it to the pound.
I want to see what my job is in the UK. Like, what does it pay?
Who wants a 4-inch purple tang?
Not me.
This guy's got to come out.
Ash, do I follow cricket? No, but I know that would kick the Aussies' asses, so I'm good with that.
In Greater London. Woo! Ooh.
What's got you excited, though?
Ooh.
He's looking at your bank statements.
You just Googled who I am and seen that I'm, some sort of heir to something.
Hey.
Lord Woody.
Oh, man.
Come on, man. He's probably still making money off that Toy Story movie.
Hey, what's up, people?
All right.
What's up, mate?
How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Good. What's the weather like there this morning? Well, are you in the morning now, aren't you? Afternoon? Afternoon you're in now, aren't you?
Say that again. I didn't hear it.
Whereabouts are you? Indonesia?
No, I'm in Philippines.
Philippines. What time is it there now?
It's like 10:15
in the morning.
In the morning, yeah.
Is 80,000 pounds a good salary in London?
Yeah. Kind of average-ish, depending on where you work.
And that's about 3.5 times more than in Manchester.
Hang on a second. All right, so global SEO manager for World First Financial Services. So this is like the same job I do. So it's a global manager. Yeah, 140,000 pounds. Is that a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. 140,000 pounds is like 200,000.
Is it
dollars?
Is 140,000 pounds? Is that a lot in London?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's about what my manager's on.
All right, that's where the job starts, and it goes up from there.
Like if you earn that in Manchester, you'd be living in a mansion.
Gee.
If you was earning that in Liverpool, you'd be dead and stabbed already.
So it goes up to 200,000 pounds. So I guess 140 to 200,000, depending on your experience.
Yeah, but the tax is crazy. It's 45% tax on that, isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's after you don't get taxed on the 40 odd grand. You won't get taxed on that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, 40. Look, the first 11.5 grand you won't get taxed at all. Then up to 40 grand, there'll only be 20% tax, and then after that, it'll be 40%.
Yeah, over 40 it goes up to 40% tax. It hurts.
Okay,
What do you guys pay in tax?
I just did a search for in Greater London. In Greater London, for my job, there's 2,800 jobs open now. What? All right, guys, I'm moving. Woody?
To London.
In London, Greater London.
I'll show you around, mate.
All right.
He doesn't realize how much the rent would be for an house in London, does he?
Yeah, but if you're making 200,000 pounds, like,
Yeah, but you're saying that it could cost you genuinely over $1,000 a week to rent an house out in London.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, how much? You kind of lag. How much?
$1,000 a week.
Pounds or US dollars?
Pounds.
Euros.
There's places next to me that are like $2,500 a week.
Oh, so that's what you pay, Woody. All right, cool. Or you just own the entire block. They're paying you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I charge people. Sorry, I didn't put that bit in.
All right, gotcha.
Seymour, this is genuine, right? In London, someone paid £1 million for a car parking space.
Yeah.
I could understand that in New York too. Somebody would pay $2 million for a parking spot, $1 million, depending on where it is. I'm gonna see. This is
I think Ed's going to move here as well. He can get 80k a year for his job.
Well,
you see, the thing is, in England, where you live, your wealth's different where you live in the UK.
Yeah.
Like, if you weren't that much over in like the rest of the UK, except London, because London's like its own little country with its own rules.
Yeah, we've got London waiting. So all men, our earnings are higher.
let me see what my job is. Let me see in Manchester, Greater Manchester, right?
£13.97
an hour. You know what though? Do you know what, Stella though? If you earn more than say £9 an hour in Manchester, it's a lot of money in Manchester. Like my house in London, it'd be fucking £1 million house. Here, it's £150,000.
Yeah.
All right. So how close is Stockport? Is this close to you?
Yeah, it's where our City fans are. That's how it's.
What about Leeds?
The whole scum. You don't want to go there.
All right. There's a technical SEO. £100,000 in Leeds.
That's a lot of money in Leeds.
Oh yeah.
A lot of money in Leeds.
All right.
Put it this way, the average wage in Leeds is 20 grand a year.
What?
So you'll be earning 5 times the amount of the average wage in Leeds.
There's 80 grand for one in Stockport.
That again, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money in Manchester. Put it this way, nurses in Manchester start on 23 grand a year.
SEO and digital marketing specialist from a place in Crewe. Where's Crewe?
About an hour from Manchester. Near Stoke. They're all in Towers.
Oh, that salary. Oh, man, yikes. 30K plus benefits. Nah, that's too low.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There, that's the average. That. Yeah, okay. Well, the soccer player who said that, Ash, is it Ash? Yeah, the soccer player or the football player, because they kick it with a foot, he's getting £500,000 a week.
Yeah, that's.
I won't like his tax bill.
Technical SEO specialist in Leeds. Job pays £48,000 to £68,000. Is that a lot in Leeds? Well, yeah.
It's more than double the wage, double the standard wage in Leeds, yeah. But if you wanted to rent an house out in Leeds, it'd be £100 a week.
What?
You could buy an house in Leeds for 120 grand.
All right, I'm moving. Well, there's a couple of SEO jobs in Liverpool. Ecom. Oh, but they only pay 34 grand.
Yeah, right. I'll show you my house. Right, I'll get my house on Google Maps.
You said 34 grand is a lot in Liverpool?
Yeah.
I could live with the soccer players out there.
No, no, because they all live in Cheshire.
Cheshire?
Yeah.
Cheshire?
Cheshire.
Like a Cheshire cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's Chestershire. That's what they say it, but they say Cheshire.
No, it's not Chestershire, it's Cheshire. It's different.
Okay.
Spell it. Chest.
Chi. What's a chi? Hey, have you got 27 letters in the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
All right. All right. Spell it.
What?
Spell it. Cheshire.
CHESHIRE.
Oh, Merseyside, Cheshire.
Is it? Doesn't Haley live in Cheshire?
Cheshire. So that's the good place in Liverpool, you're saying?
No, it's not in Liverpool.
So how far is it from the Liverpool city centre?
How far is it from Liverpool?
How far is it?
It's
bordered Merseyside and Greater Manchester.
About 20, 30 minutes drive.
Derbyshire to the east, Staffordshire, Shropshire, and Wales to the west. Oh, it's close to Welshie.
Wales is northwest.
It's where the hobbits are in the Shire.
So it's a nice
in the Shire.
It's a nice place to live.
So Woody,
Yes,
right?
sir.
I'm going to share my screen. How much would this cost in London? This is my house, right? How do I share this now? So I'll do that, and then do. And then
Shire. Yeah,
right.
Ed, I'm coming to South Jersey, Ed.
Right.
Present your screen, mate. You're still on it.
Give me a second. Let me get this off then.
Still on Ed.
Come on, stick it.
I'm doing it. I'm trying to figure it out. That's not the one. That one. That one and one and one and.
Yes.
There you go. Can you see it? So how much would that cost? That's my house there.
Semi-detached.
Nope,
So
we can't see it. Me bollocks.
The
One.
what?
Got the Kia outside, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, let's do this. Right, so there you go.
You gotta turn the camera.
How much that cost in London?
5 to 6, I would say.
There you go then.
What's it worth there? What did you pay for it?
I paid 105. I paid 105.
Yeah.
It's just been revalued at 150.
Got it.
Are you like screen sharing or what?
Google Hangouts.
I'm screen sharing, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, all I see is the your fish. That's all I see.
Oh, highlight his.
I'm highlighted on.
It should be a white box around it.
There it is. Now it's focused. Yeah, now it's focused.
Cheshire.
See, would it?
Yes,
You
mate.
got, and it faces the park. So let's go down here.
Well,
That's
you got
nice, man.
Look, so you got faces the park.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
Easy 5, 6.
But that's gone now. That big truck. I told him to fucking move it, and he did.
What's he, transport prisoners or something?
That's an horse box. It's an ex-prison van.
Isn't it?
It is really?
Yeah.
Why is it parked up outside his house?
Because he converted it. He converted it. Yeah, he converted it into a horse box.
A horse box?
Horse.
A what?
Horse box.
It's a house truck. It's a house truck.
What's the first letter you're saying, Paul?
A horse box.
Horse? Oh, a horse.
A horse.
Man, listen.
You
talk about Scousers and their accents, man. Horse box. Horse. I thought you were saying like I thought you were one step away from saying an ass box or horse box.
An arse box.
Did he move it?
Yeah, I told him to.
It was full of arses.
Full of horses. Horses, not arses. Horses.
Google search.
Like arse.
Yeah.
Well, throws your postcode. I've already found Seymour's. I've Googled yours, haven't I? Go on, Ed. What's your postcode? Or your zip number, whatever you call it.
Zip code.
Right, now you want to move that. You want to tear that off now because people might want to send you funny stuff. Let's get heads up.
Sandy's
Right.
asking you, Paul.
The what?
You see that? You see that? Sandy's asking you, I think.
Oh, Sunday. 1 minute.
Will you make me an ending just like the intro, X saying thank you for watching?
Please, with cherries on top. Yeah, will do.
You're the intro maker. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. I saw that one he made for her. It's like
I was going to say,
that's the one.
One.
That's
Oh,
the
no,
one with the.
I changed it. No, I changed it. I changed it. She had a new one today.
Okay.
Paul, what do you think about my intro?
I'm going to look at everyone's intros. Hang on. Sandy has got my old intro, but rebranded as hers because I've changed mine. So let me show you Brandy. Got a new name there. Let me show you Sandy's new one.
Hey.
Right. Can you see that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, the lights. Oh, yeah.
What's up, gents?
Hey, what's up?
Cool. What program did you use to do that?
Hey, Ash, did you hear?
That's
We're all moving to the UK.
Oh man, you guys are gonna make me kill today, man. Oh my god. Osbox, dress gown. Oh, please stop that, man.
Who's in their nightgown?
Oh my god, nightgown.
No, it's called a dress something. Dress what?
Who's in their lingerie? Who's wearing their lingerie and their high heels?
No, it's called a dress box.
Polly.
Oh
Polly's got his high heels and his
Dress box.
nightgown on.
Wait, I forgot the name. No, I wasn't trying to make fun. Paul, what is it called? Dress coat?
What?
Dressing gown.
Dressing gown.
Dressing
It's a
gown.
dressing gown? What's that?
Dressing gown, you mug.
Damn.
Does it come with high heels?
I don't know.
Oh
Right, who's taking piss? Where's the ban button? Right, oi, Reg boys.
Me bollocks, mate. Me bollocks.
Paul, make a condition for O to move to London. He has to wear that dress gown with high heels.
Oh, they don't make high heels in size 19, Ash. Sorry.
After you say dressing gown, you gotta say bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
No, actually,
You know what? That's
wear the
that's
dress
so common.
and the high heels.
I have a Londoner working with me in my team at work, and he has that bloody hell in every sentence he says.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Even when he's having his lunch and his lunch is nice, and he will say, "Bloody hell, what a lunch!"
I'll tell you what, Ash, right?
Yeah.
Ash,
Yes, sir.
right? There's a British film called, what's it called? East is East.
Uh-huh.
Right?
No.
And you sound like a bloke in East is East. Hey, when you said bloody hell, now Woody laughed because Woody knows what I'm on about.
What's the movie name?
Move to the UK,
East is East.
and you're going to make him wear a dress and high heels. You need to also make him parade downtown Luton with that setup.
I'll do that.
Downtown Luton.
Yeah, Ash.
Yes.
It's an Indian guy. Yeah, right. And he's married to an English woman.
Oh, East meets West. Yeah. That's
No,
right.
East. It's called East is East. And when you said that, he always says, "Make a bloody show of me." When you said bloody hell, then it just reminded me of East is East.
That's right. That's
why Woody giggled as soon as I said it.
Bloody woman.
Bloody woman.
That's what he said. He goes, "Making a bloody show of me."
Yeah.
But you watch it, it's funny as shit, and it's like proper British comedy. So I'm on Ed's. Ed, is that your? That's not Ed's house. Ed, is that your address? What you showed me before? 109 Bullard Ave. Oh, I said that loud. Yeah.
Oh, we're going there.
Hang on. I'm going to put it on. Ed, I'm going to show everyone your house. So if anyone wants to rob Ed when he's out, and you know when he's out because he always puts on camera that he's out, right?
Hey Ed, are you out now?
Right, Sandy wants to ask a question.
Yeah,
Question, are you listening? Right, go on, Sandy. Fire a question away. I'm just going to share my screen. Right, so this is Ed's. Ed. Is that yours, Ed? One of these is Ed's house.
Yeah, he's chatting in the.
What's he said? 104.
Writing in the chat.
Yeah, his house.
Okay, that's nice.
Hey, Reefing with O, you here?
Right, Sandy wanted to ask a question. Right, Sandy, go for it. Sandy, we're listening.
She's been saying hello, hello, hello since before. Poor girl.
I know, yeah. Right, Sandy, we're all yours. Go for it. I'm gonna do anything for Sandy anyway, because she did a super chat before for $30, so she's gonna have what she wants. Someone, what have you got the link?
Yeah, mate.
Throw it in there for us, please. I've lost it again. I've been copying everything. Oh, Ed's done it.
He's done it, yeah.
Right, Sandy. Go for it. Right, go on, Sandy. I'm here.
Hey.
Go on, people can talk while I'm listening. We're waiting for Sandy's question.
What's up, brother?
Hello, brother Ding.
So what's up with these, not anemones, but these urchins? They're like crazy good at cleanup crew.
I don't know if Sandy can. I don't know if Sandy's got the volume on. That's what it is. I think she's waiting for me to comment in the thing.
Yeah, I had a purple urchin when I had.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And that, and that thing, it cleaned the rock down to like white when it was like brand new.
It's what it is. I mean, I just took a picture of it, and this is with the tank lights off. If you look at the chat, or the actual community chat thing here, it did that.
Oh yeah, it will clean it up.
It didn't clean it up. It looks like somebody came along and bleached it.
Yes, that's
what
what
they'll do. They'll
That's
eat
what they
all
do.
of the coraline. They'll also eat zoanthids. They'll eat montes. They'll eat anything that's hard and stony that's on top of the rock. They'll basically peel. They'll basically peel the rock.
So wait, they'll eat montes?
If it walks over it, it might like scrape it up some.
Oh, so
I've
this
had-
could be bad for like my corals and sponges.
Yeah, I mean, I've had them as well, and he was just pretty much cleaning up the rocks and you know the back glass and whatsoever. Occasionally, what he would do, he would pick one or two zoanthid and he would just put it on, you know, on his body, and he just move all over the tank. Yeah, that's what they are known to do it. But the funny thing is, you know, once your aquarium is matured enough, your coralline grows back once your tank is matured enough. But if your tank is pretty new and you want the coralline and you want your tank to get matured, then I would keep the urchin out of it for now, because it would not let your coralline get settled in.
Gotcha. Well, I don't really mind, because I was thinking about this, and I'm really thinking about doing the whole blue clove polyps on the tank instead of coralline anyways.
Okay.
But I'm a little now concerned, is the urchin going to go and eat like the blue cloves?
I don't think they're probably going to eat the cloves. They usually, what they do, they pick it up, and it's like a self-defense mechanism that they use. They pick the corals and put it onto the tentacles. And they just move around.
What type of urchin? It's a tuxedo?
No, it's a little purple pincushion, I think.
Those are the best.
Yeah, he's pretty kick-ass. Like I posted a picture there, and it's like you see, you know, all my rock is pretty much, the rock no longer really has hair algae on it. It's pretty much died off to the turf scrubber. But you know, it's got like just dark stuff on it. You know, you're never gonna have
Dark
completely
fuzz
white rock
algae is what
again.
it got.
Exactly.
Turf
algae. Yeah, and then you like look at this, and it's got like a bleached spot right in the middle where it was hanging out all evening after I put it in the tank.
So something that I did notice in the past when having a urchin was that it cleaned the spots too good, that it kind of like took off all of the like protection for your rock, like the like biofilm and the like bacteria that like lives on top of that layer.
Mm-hmm.
That it is eating, and then it just comes back with algae that's even worse.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about the carpet algae on top of the rocks. It's not bacteria. It's like just a small layer of. Your tank must be really mature then if you have that.
No. So basically, what it does is it cleans everything.
Yeah, it'll mow it. It'll like mow it right down to the rock.
Yeah.
Rock surface.
Yeah. So it takes off the like rock film that you get. Like, you know how like when you see your like rock mature, you kind of see it go like a little brown, and then you start to see it go from brown to like a little purple, and then it kind of goes blue, and then it kind of goes green, and it just kind of like gets like all
It's like
kind
a
of
spongy. It's like a
weird.
spongy material.
Yeah, basically. And it
Yeah. I call that carpet algae. I don't know. That's what grows on the rock here in the ocean. It's like a kind of spongy material, like on top of the rock.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Can somebody show their tank that has like a mature tank?
I'm just really hoping it doesn't like eat like, oh, here's a chalice head.
No, the danger for the urchin, like I don't know what you guys think, but you guys are being quiet about this. But danger for the urchin for me is that it can actually chew through the insulation on a wire. Like let's say you have a pump there, it can actually chew through the insulation. It can chew through the plastic insulation on the wires. That's the danger. That's what I think, anyway.
Oh. Well, I have a solution for that then.
So I do believe that is true, but I have not experienced that, and also I would think that once it starts trying to eat it, it's just like, hey, this isn't what I eat. I gotta stop.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I have in here that it could get access to the wire is the heater. Put it into the display was just to see the LED easier. I can move it back into the overflow chamber again.
I would, if you can move the wire, I would, because it never happened to me, but it happened to a buddy of mine. It actually chewed through his gyre, the cable for his gyre.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, I have two MP10s, so there's no actual cabling.
There's no wire on the outside.
Yeah, the whole drive mechanism is on the outside, not the inside. But holy cow, I can't believe this. This thing is craziness.
Oh yeah, they pretty much stripped that rock down bare.
Now, will they eat stuff out of the sand bed too?
Not really. They
So
kind
it's
of
pretty
like
much just the rocks they clean.
Yeah, they just kind of do like the rocks, the walls. Normally what I see is they just go right over the sand bed. He basically eats everything off the rock and then poops it out the top of his head. Like if you actually look at the top of him, you'll see stuff coming out of that, which is basically putting the calcium and alkalinity and magnesium and all your parameters back into your water.
That's fine. My turf scrubber's been doing pretty good with that. I mean, it's not like end all be all, but it's pretty good with keeping it down, I think. I got some funky, weird mat algae that's going on. That's why I got him, so hopefully he would eat it.
Yeah, so what I would do is I would keep a eye on the spots that he cleans and kind of make sure that no other algae is taking over that space. You know what I'm saying? Like, he cleans it. Now you got to like use your turkey baster and kind of keep it clean a little bit, or whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody here, or is everybody gone?
Oh,
No,
we're
I'm
here.
here.
We're
I'm
just
just
listening.
Let me.
Just don't
So
want to disturb.
yeah. I'm gonna look up some pictures of live rock. Like I can kind of show you what the more like maturing of rock is, I guess you could say.
I wonder if he'll actually eat that those stupid little tube worm thingies.
No, mine never did. At least.
No,
These
I
guys are
don't think.
mostly into algae.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna touch those. I mean, they pretty much just like clean off the rock.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
they're
he
all
might
over
bump
the rock.
into him and knock it over, but
Well, no,
I don't think
they're,
he's gonna
they're,
like.
they're super small. They're not anything you'd knock over. They're like the real little white ones.
Well, you know, I'm just saying like when he goes by them, you know, like
Oh, gotcha.
he's gonna go by them. If they're in the way, they're gonna get broken.
And do they?
But
Good.
like,
I want them dead.
yeah, like those little things. I don't think you're ever gonna stop those unless you get like a trigger or like a blue-headed wrasse or like chorus wrasse, something that's like actually gonna target them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
Um,
they're like peppering the whole tank everywhere.
Yeah, something that's good for those is like a copper band butterfly, hawkfish, like the pygmy hawkfish. You'll see them
okay.
like literally like come off the rock and turn towards them and like dig their face into the rock, and you'll see like dust and everything fly off.
Huh.
Seem like busted up, like going
That's
at
pretty
those.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean those are pretty good at taking stuff out like that. The ones to really watch out for is vermitid snails. Those are
No, I don't have any of those.
bigger brown ones. Those are the ones that are bad. You see those?
I killed those. Yeah, I killed those with. I basically took their tubes and I put super glue over them.
So I'm gonna screen share. I'll show you like a rock that's kind of like. I'm not sure what you're saying about like the little fuzzy green algae or something like that, but screen share.
Is that narcosis?
Yeah.
Okay. I got my screen on yours.
All right, so I'm screen sharing. So like this rock right here is more of like mature rock.
Gotcha.
Like you can kind of see like it has more than just like a natural base structure. See what I'm saying? Like it has like stuff in the divoted. It's more like encrusting.
Right.
And,
yeah, mine looks like a dark green version of that.
Yeah.
Like, see right in the front, that front part right there.
Right here.
Just to the right of it. No, just right in between. Right there. Yeah, my entire rock looks like that.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, this is kind of. This stuff is kind of like maturing. It's not there yet, but it's
not. It's not algae clumps, but it's not white either anymore.
This rock is really pretty mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
If it's not fake rock, it looks kind of fake. Honestly. This is just algae.
That's what my rock looks like.
That's what your rock looks like that stuff?
Yeah. That's looked like live from the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah, that I will never do again. Ever. Nope. Never. No way in hell.
Yeah, so so
not gonna happen.
Normally when I talk about the ocean, I either say the real ocean, which is like on the reef, or you got stuff like this, like anything outside the reef. I try not to be like, oh yeah, that's the great ocean right there. Like that.
I'm in the Philippines. So I wild collect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so I had a nice big tank, with nice big tank. I had a 20-gallon tank, and I had 20 pounds of nice white Reef Saver live rock, totally bare, nothing on it. I go out, I get this little 2.5-pound live rock, which
from the ocean.
Cool. It's got some nice coralline on it a little bit. It's got some green algae. That's fine, stuff. It's gonna bring life to my tank, right? Okay, we had bubble algae, we had nasty algae, we had every snail you can possibly think of. We had at least seven separate bristleworms that came out of that damn thing. Let's see what else. I had flatworms that came out of it. I had 2.5 pounds.
May I suggest something to you?
Never buy live rock again.
No, well, the next best thing would have been if you want to try to mitigate. I don't know what word I can use. If you're trying to manage that, because I know what you're saying. And I totally hear that. Put it in a something that's connected to your sump, is connected to your system, but is not able to actually get into your system. So it flows in your system, but it stays in its own kind of container that nothing can jump out into your system or into any part of your system. And let it sit there for, I don't know, with light on it if you can, for a week or two, and everything will kind of get out of there, and you can without really taking a brush to the rock and scraping everything off, you can see what comes out of there, and you can take your time, and if there's a mantis shrimp, it'll come out, if there's a crab, it'll come out, and you can sort of take everything off, and then after a couple of weeks, when you're pretty sure that everything's out of there, then you can put it in your system. You know what I mean?
Cure it, yeah. Pretty much cure it or
not
quarantine
cure
it. Quarantine. Well,
yeah, it's a QT. Yeah, quarantine. Yeah.
Yeah, quarantine it and cure it of all of its bad pests. Basically, if you just leave it sit in water with a pump, everything in there that is not feeding on something else is gonna die. So flatworms, if you don't give them nothing to eat, they're gonna die.
It'll actually come out before, let's say you have flatworms on the rock. I've never seen flatworms on a live rock from the ocean that I collected here. But let's say you have something that you don't like. Let's say it's flatworms. You'll see some on the bottom of the container, whatever it is, if it's a tank or it's a whatever you put it in. You'll see, so you'll know that there's flatworms on that. Don't put that in your tank.
So I think I'm just going to go the curing Pukani route.
What would I look up? Urchin eating algae problems. See what comes up. Somebody had a pretty nice post on the urchin eating the algae, but then even worse algae is coming to that spot that's actually clean. Kind of like Batman. Basically, he cleans up Gotham City, yes, but that just allows for even bigger criminals to come in and start running the show.
Yeah, it creates a vacuum because that algae was out competing whatever undesirable macroalgae or macroalgae that it was out competing it, so stopping it from taking over. And then when you got rid of it, created a vacuum. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, I gotta be AFK for a second.
All right. So basically, at the end of the day, you want your algae turf scrubber to win the battle at the end. To just kind of watch it, make sure nothing else is taken off there.
It's kind of unpredictable, I think, because everybody else can chime in too, but I think it's kind of unpredictable. You can't know, once the urchin, cleans that rock down to bare rock, you don't know, I think it's unpredictable of what's going to happen.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's definitely unpredictable.
Yeah.
It's all depends on the health of your system, how healthy your system is. To be very honest, I mean, I've had tuxedo orchid in my tank, and I was kind of, scared to begin with before adding it because of the fact that it would eat up my coralline algae off the rocks, and it started doing it for the first week, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it and watch it, and within 2 to 3 weeks, the rock was covered back with the coralline. So I had that tuxedo urchin probably almost a year and a half in my tank.
Yeah, well, basically, Coraline has like spores, right? So as he's eating it, breaking it up, he's just basically spreading it through your tank even more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is good.
Theoretically speaking, he's right. Yeah.
Pretty much kind of like bubble algae. If you bust it, now you have a worse problem. Now you got it all over the place.
Exactly. So if you have a bubble algae in your tank, be careful of adding urchins.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a good problem and there's a bad. There's a pros and cons.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to everything in the hobby, you know?
Yeah. But as I said, I mean, in the end, the health of your system, once if your system is mature and healthy enough, then I do not think urchin should cause any problems.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm out. All right.
All right,
okay, man.
Another time.
Yeah, later.
All right, Bo. Talk to you later.
Later.
See you later.
So what's the next topic, guys? What do you guys got for me? I'm on for another hour. Today's my birthday. I just turned 30. So
Hey, man,
I'm on
happy
for
birthday.
one more hour.
Hey, many happiness of the day, man.
I'm sorry, but today is tomorrow. Today is tomorrow now. Yes, so it's your birthday. Yeah. Sorry.
What?
What? It's the 24th, eh? It's not your birthday anymore.
It's 24 for you.
Exactly.
So you know what that means?
So it's
That
not your
means
birthday.
you forgot to buy me a drink. That's what that means.
Your birthday
Wait,
is-
I should be ahead of you all. And for me, it's the 24th at noon. Like it's at 11 o'clock here.
Yeah.
Well, today right now it is 8:55 p.m. on the 23rd, my birthday. I'm here. You're there.
It's the day after for me, but happy belated birthday.
Where's my drink?
If only I could send you one.
Oh, you can send me one pretty easy. All you gotta do is hit the super chat button at the bottom of the chat screen.
That's not the same. That's money, not a drink.
It's the exact same. Paul will take care of me later. Him and his nightgown.
Just make sure he doesn't bring the high heels. I'm just messing with you, Paul.
You realize I could just walk you all over.
Is that the nightgown with like the frills on the bottom? Like,
Is it me being ridiculed on my own channel? That's all right.
Starfish sex, Ed says.
Sandy, tell him. You tell him. I'm making Sandy an outro at the minute. She wants an outro. She can have an outro.
Paul, my man, you're going to have to hook me up with a intro and a mid-toe and a nightgown and an outro.
Okay, he agreed to the nightgown right there, Paul. You know what I mean now.
All right, Ash, you be quiet. I made you. You think you should be nice to me.
you're not going to live that one down. Keep on buggy with the nightgown.
See, the thing is, I live in England. All the people in the UK, everyone from the UK knows what I'm on about. Do you know what I mean? See, Woody. Woody's not sticking up for me.
Paul, sorry, mate.
But you're the only one
eating a bag of buttons.
What, the buttons what?
I was too busy eating a bag of buttons.
All right.
Too busy eating a Biscoff.
No, he was eating a bag of buttons. The best thing ever.
What is a bag of buttons?
It's a bag of buttons, isn't it? Woody, it's a bag of buttons.
A bag of buttons, yeah. We don't have to explain ourselves. It's a bag of buttons.
That was good. That was good.
Oh my god.
Self-explanatory. Bag of buttons.
They should know now. America owns Cadbury's, so they should know.
Yeah.
So, brief topic, guys. Let's talk about pests. Any of you guys have any trouble with pests?
Yeah, I've got fucking loads of them on the chat. Lee,
Yeah, all on the chat. I'm looking at them now.
We're your pests. Not us.
God damn it.
Paul, no brass is gonna work on this pest.
Paul, we've even got Chris Roasting as well. He's an Englishman. He should be sticking up for us.
Yeah.
Who?
I should. I will when I get involved.
You know what it is? He's just finished work, so he's probably half asleep.
No, I was just thinking of a bag of buttons.
I was thinking of a bag of buttons. You can't go wrong with a bag of buttons.
So now, coaches, what kind of pest are you talking about?
What you say, buddy?
What kind of pest are you talking about?
Narcosis.
The worst pest there is.
Probably that sucker narcosis.
Oh
my god. All right, let's talk about pests, I guess, guys. So how do you guys get rid of your Aptasias? We'll go ahead and start with the easy ones.
Okay. I use the Aptasia X pretty much. I mean, I do not have Aptasia in my display, and once in a while when it pops up, I just, fill it up with the Aptasia X, and that's it. It's done, gone.
Okay.
So I couldn't tell you.
I've had it once. I've had a problem once, and peppermint shrimp for me cleared it in
me too.
3 days.
How many days?
2-3 days. Tops.
2-3 days. Man, that must have been a super peppermint shrimp.
It was.
Yeah, mine always.
Wore his pants on the outside and everything.
Yeah, mine too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, mine too. Same thing. Like exact same thing you just said. Maybe 2-3 days, whatever. Most of them are gone.
But after that, so was the peppermint shrimp.
No, they're fine. Like
sometimes you can get a nuisance peppermint shrimp that likes to rip open corals and steals food from them, and
you can solve that with if you have time. I know not everybody, but you can solve that by feeding them. You can actually feed them. Hand feed them, not with your hands, but I use a skewer. I use a wooden skewer, and I just feed them, and then they don't. I give them little piece of whatever,
so you just target feed them.
A lot. Yeah, I target feed them with some frozen live or frozen food or whatever, and they no problem for me.
Okay. Sounds like a pretty good cure to that pest. What about flatworms? What do you guys think about flatworms?
Well, you know what? Narcosis, now that you brought the topic up, just around December, I don't know what was going on in my tank. Actually, let's go back a little bit. I would say early November, October end. I switched from cork washer to 2-part dosing. And then all of a sudden, after a month or so, I started seeing stunting on my corals. A couple of colonies, actually. One of my bird's nests, or a bird's nest, just RTN on me overnight. And I'm like, what's going on? So I thought that maybe the change in the dosing caused that. Maybe, I don't know. So one fine day I saw my... on my profile picture, the staghorn, the green staghorn, it started stunting as well. And no matter how many times I tried to cut the nice healthy frag and try to, survive it, it just didn't survive. And one fine day I saw my Valida colony having some kind of green little patches right underneath. And I know flatworms are known to have their eggs on the valida.
Okay, okay.
So I took it out. I took the whole colony out, took a couple of pictures, posted on Reef to Reef. And then I was told that I have, the opaque flatworms. And I was told to, I mean, if you've seen my videos, my tank is pretty matured, right? I got like SPS is pretty much all over.
Yep.
So I've been told to take out all the corals and dip them and let the tank go for 6 weeks and, fowler, whatever. And try and scrub every piece of acro from the live rock because you do not need any acro in your tank for minimum 6 weeks, 35 days. Minimum, they say.
Ash, you said you have a 220?
I have a 150-gallon display and 125 some. So overall water volume is 220.
Okay.
So then.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So just around the holidays, when I got that story and decision from the R2R guys, I was on Rico's live stream, and then Cruz from Elegance Corals, he was there on board.
Oh yeah.
So I talked to him on the live stream. I mentioned this issue with those guys, and they said, do not even think about removing your acros from your tank, because when you do that, you're gonna by default. That means only one thing: you're gonna pretty much kill all your corals, because now you are removing them from an established system to a completely different water.
Pretty much the same thing that I would have told you.
Exactly. So Cruz said, do not bother doing anything. Just add some wrasses in your tank, and trust me, you should be fine. So all I did was I removed that colony, chucked it in the garbage, and then I had another frag of the same colony. I kept it into the frag tank and dipped that particular frag for a couple of weekends. And then I added a yellow chorus, a lubaki, a ruby head, and a solar wrasse. Just 4 wrasses in the tank right now.
Okay.
And I have no idea where in the world those flatworms are gone. They are gone, wiped off. All my corals are like healthy. I mean, they are all coloring up now. They are bouncing back. They are growing, white tips, you name it, right?
There you go, guys. So he actually got some advice from someone else in our hobby that comes on our live streams and showed him the way. Hey, this is how you treat this problem. Easy way. Go ahead.
Problem is, chorus wrasses need sand, don't they?
Well, I got half an 1 inch to half an inch sand. But honestly, the chorus wrasse was actually right beside my main display. There was a frag tank, and I used to always keep that chorus into my frag tank to keep the pest out. So when I transferred him into my display, it did not even went into any sand. It was fine. It was swimming. It was already going all over the rocks looking for pests, and it was going. It pretty much cleaned up the tank. I don't know. I don't think I might have that kind of infestation, but whatever that was, probably that went away with that blue valida colony. I garbaged it, and then all this wrasse pretty much took care of it.
Nice, man.
So do not listen to any suggestion on the forum. That's what I learned, because people on the forums might suggest you something, but hey, you know what? You have not seen their tanks. You don't know what they're coming from. They might be, researching something on the internet and giving you advices. Do not do that.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, did you actually do that? I was about to ask you that, because that's no way.
Oh yeah, Rip, honestly, I was this close. I mean, I was
no way.
This close in doing that, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just go on to the live stream and talk about this, right? And then when I mentioned it, Cruz was there, and he's like, Ash, do not even do that. Thank God you came here. Your tank is one of the best tanks. Don't do that. You're gonna kill your corals anyways if you take it out. So leave them in there in your display. At least they have a chance to survive. And hey, you know what? I touch wood. I was lucky that I took that advice, and look at the corals. They actually came back and they are growing. And so I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Anybody who tells you have a flatworm issue, do not bother taking anything out. Add some wrasses, you will be fine. Just outcompete the worms. It's that simple.
Here's a question for you. What color temperature lights do you run?
Oh, I run the SPS AB Plus on the Radions.
Okay, so very blue.
Yeah, pretty much at the end of the time, it's 20K.
Yeah.
And during the day, it's the blue, the ultra blue, and the UVs are 100% for 7 hours. The green and red and white are 24%.
Okay. Yeah. See, interesting. So I was looking at the 14K bulbs because the 14K halides versus the 20K.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just starting out with the little frag, so I need growth, which I don't have. I have a 10K, 20K halide bulb that switches back and forth, and the anemone loves the 10K, but my Passiflora retracts all day long with the 10K until the 20K light switches on, and then it comes out. So I'm thinking it doesn't like it, but from everything that I've been seeing, except for I think Rico, who is using like all his LEDs on all the time, which if you do that with the Radions, it comes out to be a 14K light. Pretty much everybody else that I see, like Jason Fox runs all blue fluorescence, and a lot of people are doing the metal, the same mode that you are, which is actually bluer than 20K. So I'm thinking about actually just switching over to just run straight 20K halides instead, and just say, you know what, if it doesn't live, it doesn't live.
It should. I mean, I have a Passiflora colony right at the top of my, it's pretty much, I would say, in the par range of between 300 to 350, right under my Radions. It's right under my Radions, right? So it's getting some really strong par, and it's actually multiplying pretty fast.
I just like the blues. I don't know. My yellows don't show up. I have a yellow Tang, and under the 14K light, it looks real yellow. I mean, it looks good, but then when I have the 20K lamp on, it's just kind of like a mustardy kind of yellow.
Okay.
So, as being a newer reefer, I would go with the 20K just because it is harder for you to burn corals using less par. The higher the Kelvin, the more potential of par that you are producing towards your coral.